We're live.
Oh, hi, chat. If there's any chat.
I mean,
How dare you, chat?
I would be a little surprised.
Yeah, it's like, wow, were you waiting all day?
Man, that only happens to, like, successful streamers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what's like Sniper Wolf.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Man, it was such a thing to find out that turns out sometimes one of her streams wasn't even like her streaming. She literally stole someone's footage and pretended to be playing.
Yeah.
Hi, Gauhar.
Like, I don't know, it's depressing to me that anybody feels the need to go that far.
Hmm.
Especially when you got people like Amaranth, who was just wearing a horse mask in her bikini on the bed, and it was the funniest goddamn thing I've seen in forever.
Hmm.
Like, you could do shit. You could do anything.
Turns out.
If you've already got a following, or if you're hot enough. Uh, Speaking of sexy horse face, welcome to the stream, Godfather.
Sexy horse face. Hi, Godfather. Again.
I did hear you greet him, but I didn't. I was thinking of what to say.
I know. I know. I know. That's your bit.
It is
I don't
my
like
bit.
crimp your bit.
Hey, you crimp my bits all the time.
How dare you
You
accuse
love
me of such things?
you love crimping my bits. In fact, I think you like my bits more because they're mine.
No, I don't.
They're like a
That's
cat.
a rude accusation to accuse me of.
Accusation.
How how dare you? How dare you? I am simply a baby.
Aw, you're right.
Yeah, how was your day, Godfather?
Hmm.
How are ye?
What are you?
Ah.
Did, are you okay?
Accidentally bit the side of my lip.
What? What?
Accidentally bit the side of my lip.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. That sucks.
Yeah,
Oh, that always makes me so mad too.
I keep doing it.
Hmm. I, I always have had a problem with like biting my lip or my tongue. I'm not quite sure
Mm-hmm.
why.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a motor function issue.
Maybe.
We weirdos have
Yeah.
those.
I it's the side of my lip that I bite so often. If I run my tongue over it, I genuinely have like a thing. I can feel a
Oh, like
texture
scar
on that
tissue.
bit. I guess.
Damn,
It's how often and how hard I've bit into it that one time.
that sucks.
It hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. Like, can my mouth just do normal mouth things? The
I'm not.
answer?
Yeah.
No.
Mm-hmm. I'm not going anywhere near that. Uh, Dark
What?
so nothing. Normal mouth things. Dark Savant, welcome to the stream. I did not see the new free DLC. Would you believe I haven't even downloaded a Dance of Masks? I can't until we finish this playthrough.
Hi, Crimson. Good luck with cheating on the puzzle that you gave an honest attempt at.
Hey, absolutely. If you're not having fun, cheat. Especially in an
Yeah.
Ubisoft game because they suck.
Yeah. Who cares?
The puzzles. I don't mean to talk too much shit about the game. I don't like them, but they don't inherently suck.
I also mostly mean in a single player game, and you're the one playing.
Oh, yeah.
Cheat.
Yep.
Why not? it helps you have fun, do it.
That's why I'm such a big fan of choosing bosses in the Souls games.
Mm.
Do it. Speaking of beating Souls games, welcome to the stream, Em.
I am. I am.
Oh, I see.
You're solely reliant for your mobile for tomorrow's wake up. Well, I hope you'll remember to charge your phone and when you go to do your sleepy bye-byes.
Oh,
Very important.
a quest and 2 archetypes. That's pretty good for just like an update. Damn. I have to check that out. Yeah, and with
Man.
multiplayer games, if you're not having fun, find a different game. I completely agree, don't you, Bop?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
He's saying this because I play a lot of my dumb MOBA game
We're actually
where I
about Final
do
Fantasy
sometimes have
14.
fun. Oh, I do have fun with 14 though. I'm just on a break because I have no interest in the new DLC.
I don't know, but there was like definitely a period there where you were playing it out of habit and not because you were enjoying it. I could tell.
Yeah, but that's because I needed an achievement.
Yes, of course you did.
It was for an achievo. Okay, achievos are important. You can't blame me for achievo hunting.
I'm a little judgy, a little bit judgmental.
Yeah, well, you're always judgmental.
Eh, I guess.
You are. You can be.
Oh, I definitely can be.
I'm mostly giving you shit, but
Oh, I
still.
know.
See, chivos are very tempting. They're like, oh, I could go to sleep, but if I just go at this thing for like 10 more goes, I get a chivos.
Yeah, I don't.
Little happy juice in my brain.
I don't need video game developers to give me affirmation.
So can't believe your first ever platinum was Detroit Become Human. Oh,
That's
man,
fucking
so
funny.
sorry.
Yeah, no, that's. I would never tell anybody that.
No, it's okay. I would I would get platinum for that just to see what other nonsense Cage thinks is normal. But also, I want to see everything that Hank and Connor get up to because I love that pair.
Oh yeah, Hank and Connor was such a fucking highlight. The only thing that was bad about it was the whole reveal that Connor and the other guy are like the same model. It didn't really
hmm
make any sense. Like, why would Connor's model
I
be
think
used as like?
in in a Cage world, I think in my head I can see it. I can see him arguing that it shows that they're they're the same. We're all the same underneath, really. But especially those two dudes, they're literally the same model.
Yeah,
Like it's their choices that make that make them who they become. You
that is
know?
fucking rich because Connor keeps getting reset.
Yes, yes. It doesn't make sense for that argument, and that's why I think that's what Cage is
Yeah,
doing.
you're probably right. You're actually super right. I didn't think about it that way.
Because
Holy shit.
otherwise, there's really no reason to make Connor and Marcus
Marcus.
of the same model, or at least one of them is is the prototype, and Connor is the perfected one.
Yeah, I forgot about Marcus Luther King. Marcus X.
Yeah.
I mean, he wishes.
Hey, this makes no sense, but we're gonna just make up something so it
Yeah.
works. Yeah, exactly.
Well, let's see what Zohan had to
Like,
say. I am interested in this.
cause
But,
like
good.
the thing is, it's not a bad idea making these two androids of the same model. So, I can see a world where that works. I haven't. Look, if I spend too long thinking about a cage game, I'll be super depressed. Because I'm younger than that guy and I'm a better writer.
Yes.
Um, and I'm not making as much money as him.
Nope.
and, and that makes it very depressing.
Now you know how I feel about PewDiePie.
Yeah, but he's an asshole.
I know.
Yeah,
So is David
he's an
Cage.
asshole. Yeah, but both of them are assholes who don't think.
Right.
Yeah,
But
and
like,
you're an
oh,
asshole who thinks.
yes.
People don't want someone who thinks. They don't want to think.
Right, and that's why you're not as successful as him either. It's the same issue.
I know,
That's all I'm
but it's
saying.
different.
Oh my god.
Different. It's not
Oh
the
my
same.
god.
I'm suffering more. You don't understand.
Dios mío.
He-
Nerd. Alright, so this is nuts. If this is really what it does. A first level shield ability that gives 20% damage reduction on the first instance of damage, and it appears to increase with BAB. So like each additional attack would get you an additional either number of attacks prevented or percentage of damage prevented on the first one.
That's a pretty banger.
That's crazy. And Heavenly Strike at level 6. Attack with no attack roll that hits everyone around you with full powered strike. I see. So it's like a melee cone attack. Or AoE of some sort. That's odd. Level 20, when you block an attack with your shield, the next instance of damage does... your next instance of damage does double damage. Okay.
Right?
There's no way
Please give me the
that's...
confidence and the wealth of a mediocre white guy.
Mm-hmm.
Christ.
I'd take either or. The confidence or the wealth.
I'll take the wealth. Eventually, with the wealth, I will have the confidence.
Yeah. I just wanted to increase, like, cast a wide net, you know? Increase the odds of getting one.
That's fair. That's fair.
New witch archetype, one of my favorites. Witches are such a nice dip.
Oh my god, father. Hi, Bjornvar.
Yeah, that's a sentence I said, isn't it?
Yeah. I like the idea of a spicy as in heat and spiced sort of dip. And it's called the witch dip.
Hmm.
I kind of like the idea.
I mean, you could probably do something like that. Maybe like
Yeah,
a salsa made with pumpkin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've actually made a pumpkin dip before.
Yeah, no, they're alright.
Less dip and no, I say dip, but it's more like it's a puree that I wanted to put as the base for my fish cake because I had pumpkin that wasn't being used for anything, and I was like, okay, might as well use this. But yes, it can also be used as a dip. It's very tasty.
Okay.
What, witch dip? That's got to be someone's fetish? Is
God.
that what you're trying to say, Em?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's interesting. So give up 3 hexes, and you get cantrip scaling. That's almost a warlock.
Yes.
Huh.
You can go bird watch. I'm not gonna stop you. Go at the birds.
You've had
Don't
5
bother me.
hours of
Shoot.
sleep in 2 days. I'm so sorry, that sucks. We should probably get to the game.
I'm not judging you for what you said. I just want clarification.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's the witch dip that you're talking about. Because that's important to know, Em.
Witch dip is serious business.
Yeah.
Level 6, you get a batshit crazy ability that uses int to pull people into a single point, and like the black hole ability for the Aeon. Okay, I dig it.
The witchy feet dip.
Oh God, let's play video games.
I'm sorry I asked for clarification.
I'm sorry you did too.
I am so sorry. I didn't mean to. Oh, you cruel creature. You giveth and then you taketh joy.
Feet people are like the furries of morphophilia.
The what now?
The furries of morphophilia. Morphophilia is a physical attraction to a specific shape of the body, or part of the body.
Oh.
They just have to put it in everything.
I regret all the conversations we're having today. Mostly the one that we're having right now.
Yeah.
Entirely the one right now, but you know, I didn't want to.
We haven't had that many conversations yet today.
That's true.
This is among your first.
That's true.
And the other ones were with
Most
me,
people
presumably.
have an attraction. Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, they do, and it would be technically a morphophilia, but only the ones that we don't culturally consider normal really get like a name.
Like boobs and butt.
Yeah, boobs, butts, genitals, faces.
I assume it's for like people who really, really, really love hip dips or something. Or hips in general.
Yeah, hips, feet, a specific kind of hairline, ears. It can be anything. Toes. Being short.
Oh.
Like it's same as attraction to dwarves, specifically a fetish for dwarves is a morphophilia.
M has quoted you for feet people
Yes.
are like the furries of morphophilia.
Yes.
So good job.
I can't wait to explain that to a whole lot of people in the future.
Yeah.
Thing from moles? Yeah, totally. Int to damage for cantrips. Alright. There's already a couple of, like, items that give you similar shit. So you could put together a pretty powerful pseudo-warlock, like, mid-range blaster. I like that. Got my brain churning.
I think it's some more than others.
Well, yeah. Right, what were we doing last time?
That's a good question, Bestie. Hey, good job. Everyone, my cat's being very fucking adorable.
We got the Fang of Malice.
She is falling asleep as we speak. She is an EP baby.
The one you got into FromSoft? Yeah. No, they've been, Miyazaki's been very kind to both the foot folk and the furries.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a bro.
Like...
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you want a Welsh dog daddy? Here you go.
Our duty calls.
Yes. Very good to be bisexual.
The bisexual urge to fuck a dog, man.
Because I'm also thinking about millennia.
Yeah. Yes. Millennia is actually just hot. I don't get people
Yes.
who... Like, it's not like she has a masculine, like, look. She's just tall and has muscles. I don't get it.
The thing is, people really like to do the thing where it's like, oh, she has such a square jaw, it's masculine. But it's like, lots of people have square jaws.
Yeah. Her father had a square
Sure.
jaw. That's why she has one. It's Radagon.
Right, Anne? Right, Anne? Yes. Yes, exactly. I will fucking die.
No, but see, you will
not just-
actually die. You will literally
Yes,
die in that
exactly.
situation.
We will literally die, but you know, it's a worthwhile death.
Just a sandwich of fire and rot,
Yes. Yes.
topped with snakes.
Right, Em?
And
We know. We know we'll die.
the snakes and brother complex.
Yeah. Right? What a way to go. Fire and snakes and rot. Yeah, hell yeah. Actually, I found a pretty fantastic fic with Vesmer. It was pretty funny.
I bet you did. Color me not surprised.
And it was actually pretty good too. Mesmer's got that fire crotch for real.
It's true.
Oh, he's so pretty. Like there's no reason for them to make him so pretty.
But there had to be some reason Rolana followed him into fucking hell.
One of the lines in that fic, or something like, it basically boils down to, "You are nasty, Tarnished," but in his speak. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I am. Never played Elden Ring, but I'll take the title. Good job.
Yeah, he does
Why
have
do
a
you
big
think
snake,
you
it's
said-
true.
Yeah, he does. He
He
does.
kept
But also,
killing me
he
with
is
it.
super big. Like, he's like a giant compared to you, right?
Yeah, all of the demigods are, like, really big.
Thou art nasty, Tarnished. Basically.
Yeah, that nasty tarnished.
But also the Tarnished in the fic is like very cheeky. And like yeah. I'm glad that I find so many people who write cheeky characters.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of cheeky characters.
I've noticed.
On account of me being cheeky.
Yeah. That reminds me of the fantasy version of the Muscle Mommy Kink, where they're all dying out due to literally getting their skulls crushed by orcs and ogres and giant thighs. Yeah, alright. I do like the idea of a world where adventurers are becoming rare because they all end up with like a big stompy mommy fetish and it gets them killed.
Big stompy mommy fetish. Yeah. I mean, come on. If you have the option to be stomped by a mommy, wouldn't you take it?
Not really, no.
Aww.
Not without compensation.
Aww.
I know. That just ain't me.
Yeah, well, more for me.
Yeah.
The kink is rare not because it's uncommon, because it's short.
Yes.
Yeah. Suddenly understanding the bee drone urge to fuck until explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah. What a way to go.
Love setting myself on fire with my dick.
Ooh.
In our midst, spies of the Abyss have attempted to infiltrate Dresden and find the commander's plan. God, that snuck up on me. It was only by chance that they were stopped. The officers have suggested increasing security in anticipation of new attempts by the demons.
Let's see. I like the idea of collective responsibility. I'm not sure how well that'll go down.
It's okay. I chose collective responsibility once too, not knowing what it meant. They're talking about collective responsibility in the way that it was applied to debts a long time ago, where like, if a family member is found seditious to the crusade, the whole family suffers. Or like, if a member of the company, of like a squad, is found to be seditious, they're all punished.
Yeah, so
we get 10
very
prisoners.
much like the Chinese emperors.
Yes.
The way of the Chinese emperors.
Yep. Let's get you
I
some
want to watch
leadership
some
experience.
C-dramas. Who's gonna watch C-dramas with me?
I mean, I'm willing to try anything with you.
Okay.
Select trustworthy soldiers. Keep an eye on their comrades. This gets us senior comrades.
1,000 finance points and 10. What is that?
That costs 10 energy and 1,000 finance. And we get 1,000 leadership and 30 morale. From collective responsibility, we get a 200 point dock to our military experience, but 1,500 leadership points.
Mm.
And
Your
this
tongue hurts.
Gets us a useless
Does your tongue hurt, Vander?
number of inquisitors. Yeah, that sucks. What happened?
Yeah. What happened to you? Did you bite yourself? Because same. Sour Skittles.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
No, I've been there, man. I've been there. Not sour Skittles, but like sour candy. Totally.
Stop licking everything, Vander.
But it's so good and sour.
I love that the new meta is calling Vander the cat. Every now and then.
Oh, right, yes, because of George's cat.
George. Mm-hmm.
Fresh pineapple for you. Yeah, I love a good food that eats me back.
Yeah, pineapple does that to me too sometimes, but recently it's been tame. I'm not sure if that's me having more tolerance for its acid, or it's given up trying to eat me back. We'll find out in 2 more days.
Pineapple's given up. I love that.
Look, things have to give up every now and then.
So, what's the plan?
I like the idea of having the senior comrades.
Yeah, I think that's the best choice.
Papa's such a dominance over the pineapple.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just T-posing at a pineapple.
Nobody heard me say that. Nobody heard me say that.
What'd you say?
Nobody heard me say that. Nobody needed to hear me say that. It's okay, right. Continue reading.
Sela personally will talk to the best among the Crusaders and select the most loyal and pure to look for spies. These warriors will also serve as a model for common soldiers to follow. Alright? Vagrant. A crowd of destitute, sick, and feeble-minded has arrived in Dresden. That is a old-timey term for crazy.
Uh-huh.
And they have asked to be admitted. Their lives are rough, but they have no place where they belong, and they wish to die as heroes, at the very least. But the Crusaders do not wish to fight side by side with vagrants.
Oh. That's nutty. These poor people.
Yep.
Okay. Can we see the effects of all the choices?
Oh, we definitely can. I just give you a chance to read things.
Yeah.
Accept them into the army. 100 conscripts, and morale goes down by 10. That's actually like a decent amount of troops this time. For give them work on the home front, material point income increases by 1, morale goes down by 20. Send them to Mendev, without consequences. For you. Set up a hospital. Crusade morale increases by 5, material point income increases by 1.
That's good.
Objectively the best? Yes, it is.
Yeah.
This is a weird one. This should give you 2 points.
Yeah.
Because, like, 2 material a day is not bad. They're harder to come by. So, set up a hospital?
Yeah.
A Rouchelet set up a hospital for the poor souls in Dresden. The healers care for the sick, and they help supply units in gratitude.
Oh. You've been playing a lot of Roof Factory on your DS. You actually have been enjoying it more than Stardew Valley.
Root Factory's
I've
great.
heard from people that it's good.
Yep.
Never played it myself. Though I've been told I would enjoy it.
Yeah, I think it's right up your alley. It's not quite as chill as Stardew, but it's also not super, like, actiony or stressful.
Grindy? Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of a little closer to an old-timey Link, like, Zelda game, but still mostly Harvest Moon.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, this is for War Council. Let's just do all the rank ups, I guess. We gotta be each could do all these things, all these meetings at the same time.
Oh, let's do it. Poor Ichika.
Okay, we'll get to that in a sec. Relics. Let's hit the army. Just in case anyone's trying to sneak up, climb in our butts, get violent.
That's concerning.
Yeah, you don't want to let them sneak into your butt and get violent.
No.
No, it's bad for you.
Not at all.
Unless you're into that, I don't want to judge anybody.
It's okay. I'll judge them for you.
Thanks, Bestie.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm always thinking about you.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Yeah. Good. She's so cute. And the baby.
I just
Her
imagine.
paws in my reach.
I imagine you saying that, and then it's a cut to you playing darts. Always
Throwing
thinking
darts
about
in
you.
your picture?
Yeah, or like just you're thinking about me while you're throwing the darts, like imagining that you're throwing them at me.
Ooh. Bah.
There's a lot of convicts. All right.
That's a lot of convicts.
It is.
put them in my army.
Yes! Make them fight.
They better serve their soldiers.
Sitting
Says
around,
this guy.
living in the lap of luxury in our horrible prisons. Alright. We don't seem to be under any direct attack. I should maybe deal with that fucker, though.
Yeah. Might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, I saw a YouTube short of it was this girl's birthday. She and her friends are at a restaurant. It's a small pancake-looking cake.
Yeah.
Probably one of those thick, fluffy as fuck pancake.
Okay.
Anyway, on the sides are like these two huge wooden candles. And I thought, okay, that's a pretty huge looking candle. That's interesting. The people there light it up, and it's a bit of a fireworks type candle, apparently. It was sparkling, not in a way like a sparkler candle would, because I know sparkler candles are a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no. Yeah, it was I guess it was like a tiny sparkler type thing. And it was supposed to be cute, I guess, but it sort of just ended up looking like someone sabotaged her little celebration, I guess.
Right, it was more threatening than anything.
Yeah, because it was sparkling so strongly.
Right.
That they kind of had to back away, and there was like worry for fire.
Yeah.
Or getting burnt.
No kidding. Also, holy shit, Savant. But sneaking into your butt and getting violent is just a standard Taco Bell experience.
Ow. I'm sorry about Taco Bell.
We're sorry, too.
I don't know what Taco Bell's done to you people, but...
It's just very low-quality Mexican food. It gives a lot of people the shits. Hey, your commander. Captain Hardiman salutes. Permission to report. Although the desertion has been halted, no one has appreciated your methods. Not everyone has appreciated your methods. A circle of discontents formed within the officers' ranks, calling themselves the Wary. There are no blatant signs of sedition. Otherwise, they would have been arrested. Still, their talk is concerning. We can't rely on them. We need our own trusted officers. I suggest enlisting some of the volunteers. We get some very capable fighters along with fresh blood every day. The kind that would have made sergeants straight away.
We need those who know the meaning of honor. We'll call paladins and knights from reputable orders, and they'll serve as an example to our soldiers. Boosting everyone's morale, too.
Little idealistic. I need water. Alright, larynx, don't fail me now. Officers were untrustworthy. No, man.
You can do it.
I can. It's just getting down there today. Officers who are unworthy of their rank can always be replaced. We can identify experienced sergeants and with reliable records and results, then promote them. Another drink here?
Why has he got a halo on top of his head? Like, what's going on with him, dude?
Oh, he can manifest a halo at will.
Oh.
He's Angelkin. That's a particular type of ASMR he is. Mendev is full of promising youths who were overlooked when their seniors were promoted to serve in your army. We can call them here, award them rank, and they'll be grateful to us till the end of their days.
Okay. Why exactly are they very unsatisfied? What's up with them?
We raised the privates' pay and gave them enhanced rations with expected results. Unfortunately, some of the officers felt themselves deprived of these benefits. Now they're spreading dangerous ideas.
I see.
The officers got pissy that the quality of life got a little bit closer between them and the rank and file.
I see. So they were expecting bribes? Oh, the opportunists.
I did warn you, elites always take offense when gifts and affections of the authorities are directed at someone else.
You did.
You're right. I'm surprised Reginald didn't just pop in with like, we could just strap them to the gallows.
Yeah.
All of them. Oh, and one more thing. I apologize if this sounds disrespectful, but there are sentiments within the ranks. For an entire century, the Queen was the face of the Crusade. Even though she personally appointed you as commander, many still consider you an upstart unworthy of your high title. Many officers and soldiers from Her Majesty dream of Her Majesty taking the lead.
I mean, make your case to the Queen if you want that so much, then.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna, are ya? You fucking cowards. Let's discuss our options in further detail.
As you command.
Sheila, what's your plan? Well, we need the most honorable, loyal officers. And where else can we find them but among the chivalric orders and paladins? We'll invite valiant knights to Dresden and make them officers. You're the best hope for a Crusader army. Oh, Zila.
That sounds fabulous, but there's one tiny little problem. Who do you think has been filling these positions until now? Did it truly not cross my dearest cousin's mind to recruit her favorite paragons of honor and faith as officers? Her proposal is to repeat exactly the same thing that has been going on without you for the last 100 years.
Darren, you don't need to be so harsh on her. You're right, but you don't have to be harsh on her.
Yes.
That was a little embarrassing, wasn't it, Zila?
Yeah, a little bit.
Ooh, that would make me shy to offer suggestions for like
Yep.
2 meetings.
Like, Darren's not always right, but like, if he is, you better recognize.
Ooh.
Right?
That would make me not talk for 2 meetings. I'll be real chat.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Captain Hardy.
Yeah. Hermotten, what do you think?
There are volunteers arriving every day with some quite capable people in their midst. I wasn't a rookie when I joined the Crusade, after all. I had 100 years of military experience. We can rely on new leaders to replenish the command staff.
Ah. Should we entrust the lives of our soldiers to strangers? I'm not so sure.
Yeah, those paladins are also strangers, even if you respect them.
Yeah. Zila, when you and I first met, you were also a stranger to me. I had to trust my life to you regardless. I had no
So,
choice.
if we go with
Because the
Sela,
situation forced us to do.
our generals gain pious officers, and infirmary size increases by 10%, which is pretty good.
Okay.
For Regil, if we promote among the privates, all generals gain +1 level to striving for distinction, which gives a plus 10% bonus to gained experience per level of defeat.
Wow.
Yeah. For Diran, all generals gain a +1 level of Master of Maneuver, which we no longer need. Captains... Oh, that was Diran. Then for the captain, heroic officers. All units have +5 bonus to combat morale.
That's also not bad.
Yeah, they're all pretty good except Diran's. And that's only because I'm
we
not...
already have Deerns.
Yeah, well, it's because I'm cheating.
Oh.
I decided to just try playing... I've heard a lot of people say that, like, getting rid of the unit limit doesn't break the game. So I decided to try it out in your playthrough.
Mm-hmm. Woljif. Sorry, I'm having a cat petting break because she asked for pets.
Oh, you're going to run the Adventure
reward
Path IRL. It's quite a bit different, if I'm not mistaken. Interesting to see how it goes.
She's a
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
done.
Okay. So, Regil, Sela, or Hardiman?
What does Reginald's give again?
Regil's striving for distinction, a plus 10% bonus to experience gained per level of defeat.
Okay, I kind of like the idea of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty strong.
Certainly, certainly. I already have a list prepared. I can present it immediately so that those who have excelled can be fairly rewarded for their performance.
Sweet. Bless you.
I hope that all of these measures will solve the issues at hand. If we have further complications, I will call another council at once.
Ow, ow. Dorgalinda Stranglehold. This is the grandma. Is it?
No, this is the...
No, it's the quartermaster.
Yeah, she's the dwarven, like, logistics expert.
Hail. Dorgalinda Stranglehold. Jesus Christ, your name. Salutes you with her bad hand. Amidst the critical shortage of supplies, a number of soldiers who call themselves the Fellows of the Crusade have set up a black market in the army.
Yep.
They steal everything that's not nailed down, trade medicine for swords, and spell scrolls for tobacco and rations. Great. Great. They know better than to ask for anything from command, so they take care of themselves. And if someone's not happy with a trade, out come the knives. I don't know how to deal with it except by alleviating this shortage of essential supplies. We should press Mendev for more deliveries. And we need to sort out our storage. Build some decent warehouses. Right now, it's a thief's paradise. Well, Woljif, what do you have to say for yourself?
Want to bet? Do you want to guess? Do you want to guess what his suggestion's going to be? Because he is on this council now. I know you were joking, but he is literally joining the council.
Yeah, I know. He's right there. I'm seeing him. I wonder if he's going to say something like, why don't we just take a cut from their stuff?
We can't really take a cut of, like, scrolls or cigarettes.
That's true. Or... yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
He's...
An underground market, huh? What's so bad about that? Let them trade things. Let's authorize it. And there won't be a black market, just a normal, legit market.
If someone is in need of something, we are the ones who must provide it. We should ask the priests of many different gods. They have wealth and influence. Maybe they can help.
Now, you thought I was joking when I said that the soldiers would soon need to experience surviving in the caves? Well, here we are. This is the day. Time to live off the land. I'll teach your fighters how to survive on barren rocks, and there won't be any need for a black market. Dude, they can't smoke barren rocks. Like, yes, teaching them all those skills is actually a great idea, but that doesn't solve this problem.
No. I feel like that'll make them feel worse.
Yeah, guess who else is here?
Oh, Wenduog's here too?
Uh-huh!
Oh, God. They're fighting over food and equipment? Wenduog smirks. Then let them do it. We'll host fights where everyone can prove themselves and earn supplies and gear. Let our resources go to the best warriors.
It's such an insane plan! It's such a crazy-ass, stupid
Why
plan!
is she on here?
Because she has
these fellows of the Crusade?
His leadership experience. It's just...
Moron.
What an insane recommendation. They're not all that crazy, but this one's nuts.
Ichika just looks at Wenduog and tells her to shut up. Shut up. Won't speak until you're spoken to.
God.
Ichika's like, I'm all for women's wrongs, but not yours.
Everybody just stops and turns and looks at her for like 3 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm all for women's wrongs, but not yours. You're weird. Every army has people like them. Crafty folk who are willing to survive at all costs. Keep in mind these aren't brigands. Otherwise, they wouldn't have enlisted in the Crusader army. They want to free Golarion from the demons just as much as anyone, but the choice of methods is indiscriminate, to say the least. And let them fight. Whoever comes out on top has earned it. Yeah, basically that's what he said.
Her worldview's so fucking awful.
Shut up, Wenduog. Not everyone joins the crusade out of the goodness of their heart. Some are hiding from Mendev's judgment, and some are here for glory. And some are dreaming of treasure and spoils. We've got repentant cutthroats, illegitimate children, adventurers, rogues, all kinds. And each one of them is poor and used to not being able to rely on those in power. In their experience, everyone who has any sort of influence is a greedy cheat. And only common folk can be honest.
Mm-hmm.
That's not unfair. They've been failed too many times.
Yes.
And that's why they call themselves the Fellows of the Crusade. They're your fellow soldiers who are trying to make things fair in their own way. And others follow suit. Whether they really believe them or they're just doing it as a jest. Who knows? Yeah.
So the leaders probably at least mean well, and then other people are profiteering.
Well, Woljif, how did you end up on this council?
That's such a good question.
This one I want to know.
And why not, huh? I'm your man when it comes to fetching the unfetchable, you know. So I figured I could show the lads in your army how it's done. And it never hurts to be close to those in charge of grub and new boots. That checks out. Yeah, about right there.
Checks out. I'd like to hear about your suggestions in more detail, everyone.
He does himself run a black market. So, he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah. You do supply things. Right, well, let's hear everyone's suggestions. Yes, Commander. Woljif. You were saying?
Look, fighting Fighting under-the-counter trade goes about as well as smacking nettles with a stick. Swing all you like. Even pave over it. It'll just grow through the stone. If soldiers are trading, it's because they gotta. So, let's open the trade to them. We'll build a market, keep an eye on it, make sure the trade that there's no tussle and that the trades are more or less honest. We would be able to take a tidy sum out of it ourselves. So you were right about his...
Yeah, I wasn't even wrong.
Yeah.
I wasn't even wrong. I was almost right.
Yeah, you were right on.
Half right.
Yeah, like you didn't quite see how he was going to get there, but you knew that he was going to try to make some money on it. Well, not even him. To his credit, he's trying to make the Crusade some money on it.
Yeah, which is honestly quite good. We do need to, oh, there's there's another thing that says,
No.
There's another. The Queen has put you at the head of a disciplined army. Are you sure these kinds of liberties won't hurt that discipline and turn them into a mercenary gang? It's just a bit of commerce. Crucially, what's your plan? The churches of many gods support the Crusaders' cause. They heal, bless, pray. If we ask them, maybe they'll help us ease the shortage of provisions and gear. I'm sure that if we built some shrines, the priests won't refuse to help us. That's
Right.
not unfair.
Yeah, at least in a world like Galarian, where building the shrines could increase the worshippers of the particular gods, so their clergy might be willing to help out. But it's still a little mercurial. The priests are going to help us? Give me a break! They're only generous with prayers and good wishes.
My thoughts and prayers are with you all.
Yeah.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers, these nuts. Anyway, what do you say, Lon?
I say that hoping for a handout is pointless. Warriors must know how to provide for themselves, even in the middle of a wasteland. The surface is chock full of resources. We just need to teach the troops how to use them. And, well, how not to be picky.
That's fair. We should do a unit on survival.
Yeah, we should do that, but not for this. We should do that separately.
Yeah, but if we, for example, let a whole army think they should hunt for themselves, that's going to drop morale like shit.
Yes. Yeah. You should
Good idea before another thing.
You should be able to survive in Selenoyarsk during Operation Snake Eater, but you shouldn't expect to have to do that all the time.
Yeah.
Right? Even Snake gets real sick of it real fast.
Yeah. Even Snake's like, man, I want the rations the people
Yeah.
are getting.
Like, I'm so sick of fucking snakes.
Ugh, frogs again for dinner.
Eat another Gavial. I'm gonna Gavial these nuts.
Then there's a type of pear that they found, which is nice. And he's like, oh, these are tasty.
Yeah.
But we are not alone. The Crusaders have supporters all over Golarion. It can't be that we have to fight demons to save the world without being able to make meat. Make the ends... I'm not sure how to say it properly.
Oh, it's so cute how
Make
she's
ends
trying. She's trying so hard.
You're basically there, usually. We got it.
Yeah.
Well... I don't want to hear Wenduog's nonsense. Dorgalinda, what are your thoughts?
What's that? What does Wendoog say?
No! I say that armor, weapons, all of it must go to the best. We'll build a fighting pit and invite any soldier who wants something to compete. The winner walks away with the supplies and the loser gets some training and a lesson. In a different world, Wenduog, I would still be no. Go away, Wendy. This isn't a Wendy's.
Oh, that was
Ew.
great, Bop. I'm fucking outstanding.
You're welcome. It will kill the spirit of camaraderie and increase the number of non-combat injuries. There will be another blow to our supply of healing potions. I can't approve of this plan.
Right?
I agree. Torgalinda, what are your thoughts? You're the expert. We need to keep pressing Mendeth, double or triple our efforts if we have to, until they have finally get proper supply chains up and running. Let the Queen come up with a new tax, or make aristocrats pay up, or go into debt. That's not our problem. Erusian sent us here to win a war, so let's make them take care of our needs. Honestly, at this point, our soldiers don't even have a clean shirt to die in with some dignity. They fall.
I really like
Jesus
Dorlinga. She's
Christ.
great.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know it was that bad.
I mean, it's not. She's exaggerating. But she just fucking hates politicians and aristocrats.
She does.
God.
She frowns. Although I'm familiar with those misers from the treasury. It's like getting blood from a stone.
Mendev's already up into its neck in debt. You can keep shaking an empty mug, but you'll never get any more than 3 drops.
You're right.
Still hoping for some handouts. Well, we'll need to face it already. We're on our own here, so we have to survive however we can. The purple moss that grows on those rocks, it's pretty edible. I've checked.
Pretty edible.
Pretty edible.
Hold on.
It's mostly
Hold
edible.
on. Everything's clear.
To my lizard half,
Thanks.
it's completely edible.
Hold on.
So we're going with Woljif, right? Like, Doralinga's not a terrible idea, but it is beating the same drum we've been beating this whole time, just harder. Lawn, not applicable to this situation. Orishalace isn't terrible. Like, there are churches that would help. Woljif's is sensible, even if I'm not a huge fan of that as a solution to problems.
Yeah. Excuse me, I've got the wins.
Although I do love the idea of functionally the world's first capitalist going, we need regulation.
It's not a bad idea, is a thing.
Right.
That was the first thing I thought too, TBH. Like, I mean, if we, like, if injury is a problem, then we legalize it and make it not a problem.
Yeah. Like, if this is the way they want to solve the issue, regulate it.
Yeah, because like that's the thing about black market, right? Like, and look at the internet. No matter how many pirating websites you try and shut down, there will always be one in its place. It's like it's like fighting a fucking hydra.
Yeah.
Cut off one head, 2 more spouts in its place. It's the whole thing. So like, why bother fighting it? And in that sense, I like Arushle's idea.
I do too.
But
like, they have the resources. It's just how many are actually going to be willing to help. Let's see what happens. We gain the ability to build a shrine. It increases energy points by 1 and financial income by 10. We could build 1 in each fort. For the market, each market, 1 in each fort, gets us financial points income by 20 and material points by 1. Lawn, Salvager's post increases material and energy points income by 1. Only 1 Salvager's post can be built in each fort. Okay, so this actually makes it clear what he didn't quite mean what he said. By building these Salvager's posts, it sounds like they're centralizing the salvaging, in that people will be expected to bring back stuff they don't use and give it to the post to be handed out.
not a bad idea.
Yeah. So, like, if you collect 100 wads of purple moss, and you only eat 60, bring 40 to the salvager's post. It only increases material and energy points by 1, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's not great. Just to humor it, Wenduog. A fighting crit provides a +1 bonus to initiative for all trainable units in adjoining buildings. Okay, so it's a military building.
It's not terrible in concept, but I don't want to encourage her.
Yeah, I know. Like like mechanically, that's not bad at all. Especially if you're trying to like win on the first or second turn in every encounter. For Doralinga,
but
warehouses. Go ahead.
Yeah. I just, I don't want to encourage her.
Mm-hmm.
I want her to feel like she's being listened to in this sense.
Yeah.
Right, go on.
The warehouses don't give any bonus on their own, but when built next to an inn, you get 100 income from them. When built next to a supply center, you get 1 material income, or material point. And next to a supply center, you get energy point. Oh no, if it's next to a sanctuary, you get energy points. So you could theoretically build one, and then all 3 of those around it, and get all those benefits. Or at least 2 of the 3.
That's not bad. Finance points increased by 1?
By 100.
By 100.
If it's next to an inn.
That's honestly pretty good.
This one has a lot of potential.
But I kind of like the idea of letting Woljif have this run of things.
Because you're an agent of chaos.
Because, like I said, if they want to have a market, then so be it. But I get 10%.
Yeah. So yeah, this gets us more reliably... this reliably gets us stuff no matter where we build it.
Mm-hmm.
So we get 20 finance points and 1 material point.
Yeah. I can do it.
Okay.
Now, let's take Woljif's plan.
Well, that's the wisest solution right there. The market will fix everything on its own. He says as after he decides to regulate the market. I love this. He's such...
This guy.
With his trades, it's gold and life.
Thank you for making the call, Commander. I'll report all further developments directly to you. If we run into anything else that requires your attention, I'll immediately convene the council. Alright, sure, whatever. Have a good day, Dorgalinda. Don't stranglehold anyone else.
Like, he's basically doing the Ronald Reagan meme. Government is not the solution to our problems. Government is the solution to our problems.
Mm-hmm. But also, no, I don't doubt that moss soup is filling.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a big fan of seaweed soup.
Yep.
Algae soup. Big fan of those things. But it's really depressing to think, because the way Lon worded it, it's like we're asking our soldiers to go and scavenge for food.
Yeah. Which we are, but in a little more, lightly more organized way.
Yeah.
Vote Konami off the balcony? Yeah.
Me too. Commander, the capital needs you to take a decisive action. There's been a major scandal. Nation of Andoran, our diplomatic partner, has sent its army to help the crusade. However, this apparently generous gesture is nothing more than political provocation. Color me surprised. The Andorans want to prevent the emerging rapprochement between Mendev and Sheliax, of which I have previously informed you.
Yeah.
They've deliberately sent their army to our territory without seeking Nerosian approval. I see. If Mendev accepts this help, it will cool our relations with Isker and their suzerain Sheliax. The Royal Council command, that is to say, expects you to reject Andorran aid. Direct them towards Her Majesty Court. They are welcome to negotiate with the capital. Actually, that sounds like a good idea, Konomi. And well, let's hear what Deer has to say about this. Court
But
jester.
Did you notice her catch yourself here? Like the Royal Council command, that is to say, expects you to reject Andorran aid.
Someone's learned.
Unfortunately, we can't disregard the decision made by Her Majesty and her council. Lucille pauses, and then suddenly gives you a sly smile. But those Andorrans didn't come here empty-handed. They brought weapons and supplies. Let them share those with us, since Nerosian forbids them from joining the army.
I knew I liked you for a reason, Socio.
Yeah, take their shit and send them home! Herein regards Lady Konomi with a feigned disapproval. Come now, Lady Konomi. All this suspicion, I'm sure that the Andorrans are driven by nothing but the benevolence and concern of our collective future. We simply must accept them like dear friends.
You just want to sow chaos, you chaos gremlin. I know this sort of talk. You creature.
I'm not sure how deliberate it is, but like, even before I've learned about the other, I remember looking at his alignment and being neutral evil just doesn't fit for him. He seems like he's chaotic, neutral, leaning evil. But I'm starting to wonder if that's his alignment is essentially affected by the outsider and its influence on him.
Maybe. Because he feels very chaotic.
Yeah. We should send the Andorrans back home instead to Nerosian, and declare as loudly as possible that we disapprove of their underhanded methods. Otherwise, our capital's diplomats will see it as an opportunity to strike. To strike a few deals and sweep the whole scandal under the rug. And that's not right. Vile deeds should be exposed, not hidden.
Oh, Lon.
If it wasn't wartime, I would absolutely agree with you on this.
Yeah.
Like, I would probably do what he's saying if it wasn't for the Abyss at war with us right now.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, Lon, but you kind of need underhanded methods to win a war sometimes.
Are you ready for Woljif going 2-0?
Oh my god.
Yeah, he got onto the diplomatic council somehow. Hey, if the whole deal is about him being Andorrans, they should just stop being them. Take down the banners, call them mercenaries. Problem solved.
You're not
That's
wrong.
That's fucking
actually.
genius! It's brilliant!
Actually.
Yeah, we'll accept them.
Yeah, they're not Andorrans.
I don't see a flag. Where's your flag, Andorran?
They're Andorrans? They speak like Andorrans.
Well,
Maybe
that's
they're
awfully
from
prejudiced.
Andorran. So what about it? What if they were raised in Andorran? They're Mendevian. Probably.
I just love the idea of stripping them of banners and making them mercenaries. Like, that's so smart.
That's so aggravating. That's so smart. New people and fucking... I'm gonna slap this boy. Let's see what the council has to say. Hopefully the advice you're about to hear won't lead to an undesirable war.
I'm gonna get some more water.
What solution do you propose? Okay. Oh, Lady Konomi. I'm sure she means well. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Many, many question marks.
I'm back.
Oof.
So
Does she? She sounds like a pompous bitch.
Here's the thing.
When I kind of I don't really mind her being this way because like it's not like she like like so far she's never really like said that any of these things are her ideas alone. She's coming here as basically a messenger for the council.
Yes.
So like it's not her fault that we don't like her.
Yeah, her job is to get us to agree to what the council said.
Yeah. So
Here's
I don't begrudge her for this.
If you talk to her,
I begrudge the council.
Like between sessions when she's just out around Dresden, she'll own up to the fact that she doesn't always agree with their decisions. But that's not her job.
Oh. Okay, I didn't know she would be around in the in Dresden.
Yep.
But yeah. So yeah, I don't begrudge her for doing her job. I just it sucks that part of her job is like, cause like if she's a pompous bitch, it's because she's surrounded by people who will take advantage of any of the weaknesses that she shows. That's high society politics for you.
She has extra lines if you're a kitsune. Oh, interesting. That makes sense. I've never seen those. Maybe when I do my Lich playthrough, I'll do it as a kitsune.
Oh, a kitsune Lich.
Skeleton Foxman. Social.
Yeah, social. What do you propose?
I come from Andoran myself, and as with Shaylin as my witness, I wish I could offer another solution. But we have sworn an oath to Her Majesty. If Nerosian doesn't wish to see Andoran troops in Dresden, we have no right to invite them. But no one can forbid us from accepting their help in the form of weapons and supplies. After all, this war is not some political conflict. It's a battle for the fate of Galarian. Everyone is entitled to do their part. Yeah, this is him being neutral good. He wants to follow the just laws, like, generally speaking, Galfrey is a just ruler, and he respects her. But he also sees how that can be very limiting, and he's willing to find a loophole. What touching bashfulness! You're proposing we behave like the daughter of a noble family who wants to give herself to a dashing bard, but keep her maid in honor.
Darren, shut up.
Yeah, that's what anal sex is for, Darren.
And a spooky, scary skeleton bears a canine appearance, but you know in your soul it's a fox. Yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, I can't believe they put Vecna into Dead by Daylight.
That's a weird one.
Yeah, but he's actually a pretty cool killer character in Dead by Daylight.
He's like the strongest necromancer that ever lived.
Yeah, he's just a little weird, I guess. He has a little bit more dimension to the game now. Still. Okay. Well, Darren, are you sure we should accept Endurance help? This sounds like it'll cause chaos.
Does it become us to reject the aid of our valiant allies who are on their way here to share the burden of this holy war? I sense the sense of pride, envy, and, yes, a whiff of covetousness, too, coming from the direction of Nerosian. But there can be no place for sin on a crusade.
That's not what you said yesterday.
We were off the clock, Ichigo. My private quarters are not officially a part of the crusade. But they do officially need a cleaning.
I like that she's shuddering. I'm going to pretend that was in reaction to the conversation.
Yeah. Just
You couldn't do that. Don't forget about the sin of slander, Count. Enough tomfoolery. Your jests will lead to a diplomatic disaster.
Yeah, we're not listening to him on this one. Like, I love
Yeah.
you, dude, but no.
No.
Perhaps not. But one thing I can say for sure, this was a bold move by Andoran. They are willing to invest much in the cause. Our cause. I see no reason to refuse. I never was fond of Chiliacs anyway. I don't like their practices. Or their wine. Oh wow, she actually managed to get him to tell us his real thoughts.
Yeah, Darren, dearest,
Because that's
just because you don't like their wine.
I mean, that wasn't. He added that in so that you wouldn't take him as seriously because he's Deering.
Oh no, I know.
Okay.
He doesn't like their practices. I get it. But still.
Also, he's pointing out that Andoran sending them to us like unbidden, while it might be a political move, does show that they're willing to invest a lot in the cause. Which Cheliax has yet to do.
Oh, Lon? Is it a good idea to rebuke those who send us troops? The answer is no, but I want to hear your thoughts.
The longer I sit on the council, the harder it is for me to figure out which demons we're supposed to defeat. The ones on the front lines or the ones we're protecting. How could people think about plots and intrigues when the world hangs in the balance?
It's exactly the time for plot and intrigues.
No,
The world is on the line.
No, but I super agree with him. It's just that we can't be ideologues right now. It's not feasible. I don't have much faith in the integrity of Nerosian's bureaucrats. You shouldn't. Which is why I'm suggesting that we treat the Andorans in a way that will make it clear. We won't stand for being used. If you want to help, then do it decently. And if you want to scheme, just go home. It will discourage wily opportunists, but win the respect of those who value honesty and decency. Again, Diren, true, but they already are in the crusade.
Yeah.
The politicians may be at fault here, but what is the soldiers' crime? They are prepared to risk their lives to defend Galarian, and they're certainly not looking to gain anything from this war. It is just to punish them for their actions of their leaders? Or is it just to punish them for the actions of their leaders? With logic like that, we shouldn't be surprised when people start to judge us by the deeds of Nerosian's bureaucracy. Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good argument.
Yeah. It's true. Because, the ones who get sent to war aren't the people who make these decisions.
Nope.
Well, Woljif, what were you saying about mercenaries?
I know a guy or two with connections to the merc circles. A bit creepy, but they keep their word. It takes 5 minutes for get them to turn an Andoran army into a mercenary company. They'll dig up some distinguished name of some currently retired group, fix you up with the banners and the uniforms, and record the company's arrival in the books of a local mercenary guild. Yeah, I know some people who totally lie for us. It's cool. It'll take 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Even the fussiest clerk won't realize that they're not well-respected dogs of war, but a detachment of Andoran regulars. And just like that, under neutral banners, we accepted our new friends into our army. Clever, huh? It's crooked, not clever. If a soldier doesn't care what banner they fight under, then they're not a soldier, just an average cutthroat. If the Andorans agree to something like this, my respect for them will plummet. And it's not high as it is.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure that will keep them up at night,
Well,
Lon.
Yep. I'm sure your respect matters a lot to many, many people. It matters to me because you're my friend. Not sure about the world at large.
Yeah.
Well, Lady Konomi, speak. What say you? Firstly, because it is the wish of the capital. That's why you must turn away the Andorans. Lady Konomi falls silent for a few moments, letting the weight of her argument sink in. And secondly, you do understand that this situation is larger and more complex than what you can see from Dresden. It would be inconvenient for us to quarrel with Cheliax at the moment, and Andoran is pushing us to do exactly that. I can promise you that Mendev will compensate you for your losses. We are guided not by consideration of our own benefit, but the good of your army and the entire crusade.
You see, you compensate us new units for the ones we don't get from them. Why don't we have those in the first place?
Yeah?
Are you admitting that you're deliberately holding back recruitment that you could be doing because it's politically expedient? Nuh-uh, no dice. When they give you something, you take it especially free. You take it especially freebies. Don't bother feeding us that garbage about compensating us later. The authorities do it whenever it's fleecing time. Then what? The people get nothing back. Compensate my tail.
Ichiko thinks he's right.
Yeah. I also like his solution. It's clever. Let's see what it does in game effects. For Social, get 6,000 finance points. Footmen, champion, shield bearers. Okay, so foot soldiers gain Andorran equipment. Gives them plus 3% bonus HP. That's good.
Not bad, that.
Because this is on like an army scale. That's quite a lot.
Yeah.
For Dirans, get 28 hedge knights recruited at the commander's headquarters. And our mounted units get excellent horses for a plus 3 bonus to AC. Jesus.
Wow.
So this is a pretty big decision. If we do it Lon's way, we get 45 rangers. And then all of our ranged units gain scary training. An opponent damaged by this unit makes a fortitude saving throw. Failing the save applies a -2 penalty to AC and all saving throws. Holy shit.
Not bad. Lon.
Woljif. You get 28 hedge knights. And all mercenary units gain attracted by fame, giving them all +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's fine. And Konomi. 10 cuirassiers, 30 champions, and 30 marksmen are recruited. Morale increases by 20.
Not much. It's not very interesting, Lady Konomi.
I think Socio, Diren, and Lons are all very good.
Can we check Lons again? Was it Lons who had that?
Yeah, that
interesting
your ranged units apply penalties on enemies that they hit.
Yeah.
AC
like
and
that.
saving throws. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Politically, it's not the most sound thing.
No, it's dumb. But at the same time, excellent horses giving you +3 AC on your fucking wolf riders isn't bad either.
Ooh. What does Social say?
Socials gives all of your, like, normal units 3% bonus HP.
Plus 6,000 finance points, though. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's not the best, but I think I want to go with Socio.
Okay.
I mean, I don't really want to, like, you know, like the next time we convene this council, she's like, so now we're in conflict with Shirley, and Doran. Good job. Commander, you have already demonstrated your defiance of the Royal Council. Do not cross the line that separates defiance from an open attack on Mendev's interests. The Royal Council will not forgive you for it. Is that a threat? Merely a warning. Your actions, on the other hand, are indeed threatening to Mendev. Oh, you heard her! Hi, baby. Her Majesty has entrusted her kingdom to the Royal Council. It is their duty to oppose those who hurt her interests. By turning them against you, you leave them no choice but to start hurting you.
Yeah, so it's a threat. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, so it is a threat. Politicians are so annoying. Oh, what a punch. Not you. Not you, Konomi. You're fine. You're doing your job. Good job. You're frustrating me as shit right now, but...
Oh yeah, she's very frustrating, and she's very good at it. So, do you stand your ground, or you just throw them a bone this time?
I can't remember how many bones I've thrown at them.
None.
Maybe like, what? None?
You've never taken
all?
her suggestion, ever.
Fine.
Do we want to take this one?
I don't.
I know.
But how bad will it be?
Don't know.
It seems like a really bad idea to make the council mad.
If they can even do anything to you.
At the very least, they'll make it hard for my army to do their things.
Unless you just do your own thing.
That's true.
It's not like the Queen's going to accept them just cutting off your troops and supplies.
That's true.
Never listen to them in your game. I don't think any of my playthroughs I've ever taken her decision. Even in my Aeon playthrough, I usually sided with
Social?
Regil.
Oh. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Or in this council, I guess Lon or Social. But it's your call.
I kind of much more prefer what's his nuts, Social's thing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So
Because I don't think it's a bad idea to get the...
No, it's not.
You know. It's like, hey, you don't want the army? Fine. We'll not get the army, but we'll take the supplies. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. So 2?
Yeah, 2. Like Konomi's hand twitches in frustration. There will be consequences. Severe and unpleasant consequences. Yep.
Will do.
Yes, there will.
The Andorans won't be glad to hear it, of course, but they'll understand. And our warriors could use new blades and armor.
That will be all. I hope you're all pleased with the work of the diplomatic council. I doubt the capital will be henceforth inclined to involve you in matters of politics, Commander. You may give your demon war your undivided attention.
About
Thanks.
time. Cool. Let's go fight demons.
Ichika's like, fucking finally. and then she tells I don't know. Every time after a meeting, actually, Ichiko would like send someone at the inns to like basically to pay for like her to be pampered because her job is shit.
Mm.
And Ichika would know. Ichika understands.
She might not accept it because I think a part of her frustration is she has to answer to her superiors that you're not going along with it. So she's probably mad at you.
Yes. She's like, yep, sorry. You're having
Also,
a tough time?
I was thinking earlier, the idea of Arushule going around and like setting up hospitals for the what were they?
Vagrants?
For the vagrants. Like going around to all the religious institutions to set up hospitals for the vagrants, and every single one of them is just like, yes, demon, absolutely. Yeah. Literally anything you say, demon. Please don't kill me.
Aw. But also, she's on the commander's team. Surely she's fine. I bet people call her a tamed demon behind her back. Or like to her face.
Oh, people probably have a lot of opinions about her. Just, make sure someone like Sela or Social doesn't hear it. Because they don't tolerate bullies very well. Right. Where did I want to go? Yes.
Can we find Konomi somewhere?
She's right here. But I'm going to see CR.
Okay.
We can go see Konomi after.
Yeah, exactly. I don't mind.
Yeah, because we gotta turn in the quest and be like, hey! We found that guy!
We found your boy.
He did. I killed him.
He's super dead.
It was really emotional until he went bleh, wah, and died.
Yeah. He was a good boy.
He was trying,
Brash.
yeah. He was trying his best.
Stupid. Oh, Morvig's dead. I'm so sorry.
The color drains out of CR's face. He takes the straw figure with his shaking fingers. His mouth twists unpleasantly, as if the old man were about to start sobbing.
No. Did you love him like your own son?
The knight looks at you with horror. The old warrior drops to his knees, slowly, awkwardly, with apparent difficulty. My boy. But how? What happened?
Oh. I do actually think 2 is the best answer now that I've read everything.
Mm-hmm.
3 is pretty harsh.
This evil is... Oh yeah, that's mean. Dude.
Like, enough sobbing, you old coward. Lad was a hero.
Enough sobbing, you old coward.
No, he's not. Lad was a moron. He wanted to help. I'll let him have that. The darkness, the bed, beckons. Catch y'all later. Night-night, Crimson.
Yeah, take care, Crimson.
Sleep well.
Bye.
Don't dream of spiders.
Why would you...
Why would I say that to
Why
someone?
would you say that?
I don't know. I just wanted to be
That's so sinister.
It is in fact terrible of you to say that.
Don't dream of spiders! Like, holy shit.
I'm sorry.
That's fine, I'd solo them. You're right.
Joke's on you, I don't dream. Wow, Bob. Look, sometimes I'm evil, okay? You can't blame me.
It's less
I'm glad we
evil
can
and
solo
more
spiders,
untreated
though.
attention deficit disorder, I think.
Oh, man. Look, I think dreaming with spiders is fine because you can wake up from them and it's like, oh, it was just a dream. At least I didn't say don't sleep hallucinate spiders. That's the worst. Yeah.
Night paralysis,
yourself.
but the demon is a bunch of spiders.
Yeah. Okay, no, for real though. Like I had a dream where I was like fighting a fucking huge wasp.
Yeah, you
Or
did. I
wasp,
remember that.
hornet?
Yeah,
I don't know
hornet. It was a
what, but
hornet.
it's like it was the size of my fucking hand. And I have long fingers, okay? So like imagine a wasp end to end 15 centimeters. I don't know what that is in inches. You'll have to figure that out yourself.
6.
6 inches. Yeah, 6 inches long fucking hornet. Thick, right? I dreamt that it was chasing me or something, and I tried to swat it away. And then I woke myself up because I remember waking up, but in I was still seeing the wasp in when I was waking up, and I couldn't tell if that was real or not. So I fucking took a pillow and threw at it. It was the worst. I could hear it. I could hear it being its angry buzzing.
That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
Savant says, Twitch
Like,
just
damn.
kicked me out of your stream and sent me to someone else's stream and you weren't even holding the phone.
Yeah,
Huh.
the app does that sometimes. Don't know why.
The app can slob my
Anyway.
knob.
Anyway,
King too?
don't blame yourself. Yeah. You can't always make decisions for your wards. Morveg did what his heart desired. It's a shame he died, but if you restricted him, he would never have been happy.
But Morveg was so young. He knew so little about life. The old have responsibility to the young. But I could not overcome the influence of his homeland's bloody beliefs and what they had over his heart.
Yeah.
The sword. That damned weapon of Gorham. Where is it? Do you have it? It must be destroyed. The war devours our souls, and Gorham, its lord, watches over us all with indifference.
I don't have the sword, apparently.
Yeah, I put it in the chest in case we need it later.
Ah, well, I don't have the sword.
But if you do find that horrible thing, don't even think about using it. Bring it to me, and I will destroy it.
I'm not sure you will. What if
Also,
you touch it and then you're like...
Yeah, right? And also, what good's that gonna do? He died so we can have a really good weapon. Like, I get you're upset. You're right to be. But that's not a good decision. Alright, you want to talk to Lady Konami?
Yes, yes I do. Konami-san! I'm sure you're frustrated. I'm not making your job busy.
Yeah.
Come to me with more interesting choices and perhaps I will side with you. Anyway, the sword of a god of war would be quite good during a war.
Yes, that's my thoughts too. Like, do I like...
Yeah, usually.
It doesn't matter if you like Gorham. He is the god of war.
Well, Konami. Lady Konami is engrossed in reading some kind of letter. Upon noticing you, she frowns nervously for a moment, but then she greets you with a graceful bow. Commander, how may I be of service to you? Tell me about yourself, Lady Konomi. Lady Konomi lowers her eyes in a show of modesty. It's unbecoming of a diplomat to talk about themselves at length, but how am I to refuse you? I come from Tianxia, from the noble Kitsune. Like any Kitsune, I have always been curious to a fault. Yes, I know. I have one.
Wait, I have a pet
My
today
adventures
myself.
and my adventures brought me to Avestan, and here in your lands I met my first and true love, politics. Oh, God.
Yeah,
Why?
yeah.
It's like me liking MOBA. Why? It hurts. I've served as a diplomat in the courts of 6 different sovereigns, but working for Her Majesty turned out to be the most interesting of all. Such riveting webs of intrigues and interests are spun around the Crusade and the World Moon. Ah. Well, at least I know you're enjoying yourself. Oh, what's your role in my army? Oh, don't get me wrong, Commander, but I am not your soldier. I serve Her Majesty Queen Galfrey. She sent me to head the diplomatic council on the Crusade and consult with you on particularly sensitive matters. Well, what's the council and why do I need it? To solve matters of politics, of course. The Crusade is more than just battles and sieges. It is the largest military project in all of Avestan, funded by the treasuries of more than a dozen major powers. And each one of those powers, in addition to seeking victory with demons, also pursues its own goals. The diplomatic council will manage this tangle of political interests and prevent the crusade from losing the favor of influential benefactors. And while we're at it, ensure that Nerosian remains satisfied with the state of affairs. After all, for the last 100 years, the entirety of Menevian's politics has revolved around the Crusades in some shape or form. That's why the capital has sent me here to observe, offer suggestions, and keep the diplomatic situation under control. I see. So you've been sent to keep an eye on me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Whatever gave you that idea, Commander? I'm not an overseer. I'm your loyal advisor. I don't intend to meddle in the way you run things, just consult with you in cases where the price of error is too high. Put your trust in me and we'll get along swimmingly. Uh-huh.
She is good at like speaking diplomatically. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
Like, put your trust in me and we'll get along swimmingly. Do as I tell you to do and there won't be any problems.
Ichigo's like, that's fair. I see. Well, after all, oh, she has something more to say there. None of us here want to see Sheliax and Druma at each other's throats, trying to settle the dispute by using their influence on us as a political leverage. Am I wrong? And I doubt he would like it if we made enemies in the ranks of Nerosian nobility who would attempt to undermine your war effort. This won't happen as long as you trust my experience.
I
Yes, your
see.
experience with further in entombing yourself in political intrigues,
Mm-hmm.
whereas I want to win a war.
Hmm.
Those two need not be mutually exclusive. I see. What else? Tell me more about this royal council. What is it? The Royal Council, operating under Her Majesty, is the highest governing body in Mendev and comprises her most able and trusted servants. They're responsible for day-to-day matters of state. They are the hands and the voice of the Queen. Mhm. The Council has gathered people from all walks of life. Some of them are nobles, but many more are citizens of humble origins who earned their positions through their wit. Many are rich, but a fair number of them are more humble means. Some are pious and pure of heart, like Lord Inquisitor Kasori and Captain Jaspar of the Crusader Heralds. Others are more flexible and ambitious, but each of them faithfully serves Mendev's cause.
So kind of like your inner circle. Or like, you got Sela and Arushale and oh come on, Social. We've also got like Woljif and Deeren.
You know, I had to crack open my old phone. Sidebar. I had to crack open my old phone the other day. Crack open as in like, not literally open it, just go back to it, with its terrible OS interface, whatever. The phone that I have now is like so useful. It's so smart. Like the keyboard is intuitive.
Right.
The one that I had before. So like, I think some of the most useful, for example, what is it called? Punctuations. They're hidden away for some reason. They're like in the punctuation pages instead of there on the keyboard in the main keyboard.
Huh.
Just so weird.
Well, that
like
sucks.
The comma. The comma for some reason is not in.
Yeah.
Is not in on the keyboard itself, and like holding down on the period button doesn't open up another menu where I get options of the different
I
punctuations
didn't know
that
that
are useful.
there were keyboard apps that bad.
Yeah, right? I thought this was the most useless thing in the world.
Yeah, that's pretty stupid.
And asterisks, which I understand it's not so common, but it is a pretty it's not a rare thing to be used, right? An
Right.
asterisk, and that one's hidden on the second page of the two-page punctuation thing.
Yep.
And I thought that's just so dumb. Why would anyone do this? Anyway.
We could just say goodbye for now and come back to this.
Yeah. Alright, I have to go then. Yeah, you use asterisk a lot.
Yeah, same here.
Like sometimes you want to fix things, or you want to say, like, here's this thing, but asterisk, there's conditions to X, for example.
Or even if you just use Discord a lot.
Yeah, or that.
Actually, I should go sell some things before we go. Tricky to keep up with all the little stuff. Would you believe that's one of the things I'm struggling the most with on stream, is remembering to do all the chores?
I mean, yeah. That's like the big things are the ones you want to get to because, entertainment. And then it's the little things. It's the doing menu things.
I know.
Buying, selling. I'm not complaining for myself. I'm just saying that's one of the things I hate doing in general, even in my own playthroughs of anything.
I don't generally mind them as long as they don't waste my time, I think. Oh, we
I
got 2
generally
recipes.
mind them because, for example, when I play Final Fantasy 14,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still getting a kick out of Surrogate going back to it. Meanwhile, I'm taking a break.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Sarah
Oh,
getting sucked back in, and you're just like, well, that's it up for me.
yep.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year when they bring out a more interesting DLC. Meanwhile, I'll keep being emotionally blackmailed to keep my house in 14.
Yeah,
Look, I love that piece of shit
I
plot.
know, and I know how that whole thing works, and it's a racket.
Yeah, it is a racket. I genuinely have told my friends who went and like, were like, "Oh, I want a house in 14 so bad." And I'm like, that's just their way of emotionally blackmailing you, right? So really, I went into it eyes open. So who's stupid here? Me, obviously. Or perhaps I'm smart.
We all make mistakes.
Look, it's less of a mistake and more of a um deliberate backstep.
I think we called that self sabotage.
It's a deliberate backstep.
I
It's
see.
not sabotage. Doesn't hurt me much. It
It hasn't hurt me much. Is very good.
yes. It's true. It hasn't hurt me much.
It
It
hasn't
was a
hurt
mistake.
me much. Hmm.
But yes.
Yeah.
But it's a really pretty plot. Look, I never thought I would like the goblet. So, for any of you who don't know, in Final Fantasy XIV, the housing area of the goblet is set in a place that is largely a dry bone desert. Okay? It's it's an attractive looking place that's meant to look like an oasis. And now the problem with me is that I love pools and water fixtures in general because I think they're so pretty, right? And the first thing you see when you walk in is like a little pond area and then a tunnel which is quite dark and just long enough that you spend some time in the darkness and then you go past the tunnel and it opens up to like a large staggered pool area.
Okay.
And I am a sucker for that sort of shit.
Right.
I'm a sucker for that sort of shit. I was like, oh, that's not bad actually. The one thing that has always kept me away from that area is the desert and the fact that the map in that area sucks. It's the housing is built in a circular kind of area and the paths are winding and nonsensical. I think whoever created that area hates people who have directional problems. Because sometimes, more times than I count, I get lost trying to get to my own property.
Ah.
Fictional property.
Yeah, but
So,
my unreal estate.
yes, yeah, my unreal estate. Exactly. You understand me.
I do.
However, while I was at the time, because the places that I absolutely want the plots for, I've continuously lost in a real close manner. Like, for example, if I was number 65, it's
Yeah.
68 that one,
Right.
or
Okay.
57 that one. And it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. It has nothing to do with me, but it hurts. It's a lottery, you see.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I do. I do see.
that one plot that I saw, it's at the cornermost possible edge of this map, right? Far away from the water fixtures that I really like, which was a minus. But then the time where I was scouting this empty and available plot, the sun rose, and then I realized that was the most fucking gorgeous sunset I've seen in a video game like this. Like, the plot that I was at, it was a little bit higher up than most. And then behind me is an alleyway. And then behind that alleyway is the abyss. It's not really the abyss, but it's a canyon. So, or a ravine of sorts.
Okay.
So it's dark and foggy and moody as shit down there. And then and then the surrounding mountain range. I don't fucking know what it's called, but red cliffs, right? Red cliff sides. And then clouds and an edge, and it was just, I was like, fuck me, this is pretty as shit. Fuck this game. I said, fuck this game. Fucking hell. Hell on me. Egg on my face. Then I got attached.
Yeah.
I decorated that house specifically in such a way that I would then have a little patio thing that I used glitches to make sure it can sit on the fence, and I can climb on that fence and onto that patio and make my character sit on the bench and look upon the sunset and sunrise whenever I want.
That's really nice,
so
actually.
moody.
That's pretty good.
It's gorgeous. It's like, it's somewhere between. It's always the thing that I really like about any kind of housing. Really, I like being somewhere in between, lonely in my space, and then I can access the outside where noise and people are if I want to.
Yeah.
It's a literal piece of my own sanctuary.
Yeah, I do like having my own quiet space. That's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
If I want to socialize, I can just go out of my space.
Yeah. And it's just so good. And the night sky in that place, along with the ravine and that moody, foggy place down below that you can't really see, it sort of makes the plot feel like it's floating.
Huh.
On its own. Like, yeah. Now I saw it and I was just gone. I was dead. I was the only bidder for that plot.
Oh, yeah?
Then someone came over and I was like, oh, are you gonna break my heart? Legit talk to them in chat. Are you going to break my heart? If you bid, I'm gonna cry.
Well played.
They're like, no, I'm not. I'm just checking around. And then they left. And I'm like, did I just emotionally blackmail someone?
Oh, no, you manipulated them.
Yeah, I did. But I wasn't not going to cry if they bid.
I know, you're a big baby. That's what you do.
I did tell them, like, I mean, I'm joking. Like, feel free. Good luck. It's a nice spot. And then they were like, no, it's okay. And then they moved away. It's like, yeah.
Now, if you said that if you buy this, I'm going to kill myself, that would be emotional blackmail.
Oh, I see. No, I just said, I will cry.
Yeah.
If you're gonna break my heart.
Yeah, no, that's just you being cute and manipulating them.
As it turns out, people are soft. And so that's how I got my plot. I mean, look, I've told people before I invest in cute points because they never expect it.
I like that
Never
you told
expect
people
me to
absolves
be-
you somehow.
I don't expect it to absolve me,
Fucking-
but like, if, cause like At least people in Stella's Discord, they're like, oh, I don't expect Bop to be a gremlin. Yes, it's because I invested cute points.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole deal.
Knowing the truth of Bop is a privilege.
I'm like, that's why I do cute things. Because I am cute, but also so that I can blindside you with gremlin nonsense.
Right, you do enjoy the even if you're cute because you're cute, you enjoy the, like, people not taking you seriously that comes along with it.
Correct. I learned to do that mostly from, well, my inability to not laugh at things I find funny when it's from someone I don't like.
Yeah.
And I hated it. Like, I really hated it. Like, I'm just easy to make laugh.
Oh, yeah. You make me feel hilarious.
So, what I've done to that one bully of mine, who is a funny asshole, but he was a bully. Like, I just made myself laugh super loud and, like, ruckusly laugh.
Yeah.
And then I just stop immediately, stone cold face afterwards. It unsettled the shit out of that dude. It's very funny.
I mean this in the nicest way I can. That's a really Kiana thing to do. I swear I've heard that story from them. Something just like it.
I feel like I told you this story before, so you might just be remembering me telling you.
No, I know you told me the story before, but I just remembered, like, I think I heard Kia tell me a story very much like that a while back. About, like, deliberately being annoying to people they didn't like in school.
Oh, I wasn't being deliberately annoying. I was being deliberately unsettling.
Well, yeah, like, I think in her case it was, like, some kind of cackle.
Oh.
But yeah, very similar.
Nah, mine was just, laugh hard and then just stop.
You could barely taste the poverty.
Yeah.
I do like the whole, like, ha 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 stone. Like, that is a good bit. I like that.
Something there. Wow, Socio, you saw that?
Yeah, he's got pretty decent perception, I think. I mean, he's got high wisdom, at least.
But yeah, it was a more interesting way to stop myself from laughing than somehow making myself not laugh at all.
My dad used to have
you can, am I right, folks?
My dad used to have a really good ability to make himself stop laughing. But the way he did it was, like, he'd be laughing and then he'd, like, wipe his hand over his mouth like he's pulling his mouth down, and then he'd just be frowning at you. I don't know if I can do it. I'll go try, like...
Oh. That's also quite unsettling, actually. Good job. What else? Right. Another example of my failure to not laugh at a thing. So, Ghost King, my best friend, reminded me of this when I was a while ago, that when we were in high school, I was quote-unquote a delinquent by not going to class.
Yeah. Such delinquency.
I'm the tamest delinquent problems ever. Not going to class. Anyway. We call it advanced maths here.
Yeah.
I don't know what this what the what's the word for it? What the equivalent is.
Was it like lines and graphs, or was it like trigonometry?
Lines and graphs.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. That's like grade
All
10
of them.
math here.
Like more difficult maths, and then if you excelled at that, you get to go into different programs, etc., etc. It was a good science school for people who were good at science and didn't have attention deficit disorders.
Yeah. Oh, BG3 Patch 7 launched today with in-house modding and scripting tools.
That's neat.
That's great. Oh man, I can't wait to play Baldur's Gate 1 and Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Oh, don't say that. Now, what if Dragon Age Inquisition
Yeah.
in Baldur's Gate 3 engine? Ah, that would be a game I want.
It would be more fun.
Anyway. So, didn't go to that one class with that particular teacher with my friends. That particular teacher, I believe, has dwarfism. That's the term for it.
Right.
I believe.
Short legs.
Yeah, short legs, short torso. It's fine.
Normally dwarves have normal-sized torsos, actually.
Yeah, her torso was kind of shortish.
Okay.
But yes. Short. In short.
In short, dwarfism.
I am taller than her, obviously.
I can see why you liked her.
Oh no, I didn't like her. I disliked all of my maths teachers. They were the worst people to teach.
Oh, I believe you.
Honestly.
I just wanted to imply that you're short.
Yeah. Like for example, I went from a D student to a B minus student when I applied myself, and my teacher was like, "It's only a B minus." Really? That's the best you can do for an encouragement?
Try harder.
Try harder, bitch. Anyway.
Aww.
I'm still not over it, clearly.
Well, those are formative
experiences.
Like,
yeah. It was just one of those things where I kind of learned that that's not the best thing to say to someone. They put in effort to go from D to a B minus, and some of my friends, they went from a D to an A minus, in fact. So like that's also a bigger improvement in blend, and they also said, well, it's only an A minus. It's not an A plus yet.
Right.
Yes.
That
Stop
almost
moving the goalpost.
That's like exactly the stereotypical Asian mom thing too, right?
Yeah. It's like, man.
Hey mom, I got my A-class license. Why not A-plus class license?
Yeah.
Like,
it's like that's you teachers are weird. Anyway, that's not the worst of their crimes.
Oh God, it's
crimes
not.
of a teacher.
Yeah.
Anyway, the teacher said something threatening, and I thought it was very funny because it was a person. It was from a short person I could push down. I wouldn't, but I thought it was funny at the time as a teenager.
You wouldn't, but you liked the idea that you could.
Yeah, and I laughed at her threat.
Yeah.
And then she, what's so funny? What's so funny, Sarah? What's so funny? I'm like, I was laughing at, and I pulled it out of my ass. Like, I was laughing at my friends and that is just irresponsibility. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Believable.
Believable. Nah, she took it.
That's great.
So, you know.
Yeah, Githzerai subrace would be nice. I've always been a fan of the Githzerai.
What's a Githzerai?
They are Giths like the Githyanki, but they're lawful neutral instead of chaotic evil.
Ooh.
They're largely monks.
Do they do the same thing like they hunt dragons and stuff?
Well, they don't ride dragons, but they also do hunt and kill illithids the same as Githyanki do.
Oh, okay.
Although they hate each other.
Ah.
Yeah.
Probably think that each other are wrong and stuff.
Yeah, well, they're a schism within the Gith race to two different ideologies.
Mm-hmm. There's a big one.
Yep, we got a large lad.
Oh, God. Imagine being drunk while fighting this thing. Would you see quadruples?
Yeah,
Instead
I can
of
see
the
like 9 of them, my dude. Okay,
You ever
so
heard of the
she's
drunk
stuck.
monk
Yep.
archetype?
Drunken fist. Yep.
Yeah. I sort of wonder how they fight. Like, that doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem sensible.
I'm not sure. It is a thing in one of in the monks, like, styles. I don't remember how exactly it works. If you remind me, I can look it up later.
Okay. I am painting my nails.
Hell yeah.
Because I didn't like how they looked. Uneven is how they looked. Now they're fine.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Rushalei's starting to do some real damage.
Yeah, I'm glad. She better. They developed and mastered psionic powers. Oh, the Githzerai.
Yeah, like they both use psionics, but the Githzerai use them in a somewhat different way. One thing that they in 3.5 anyway, they naturally had the monks' wisdom to AC thing, just as a race.
Oh,
Because
that's cool.
Yeah, it was like a defensive psionic ability.
Oh, sorry, I had to sit like a normal person.
Occasionally.
My leg was folded under my butt, and that hurt.
But doesn't sound pleasant, no.
It was comfortable for a while. What is that? Is that me?
Hmm?
Like a weird noise. I guess it was me. Must have been too close to my face. The microphone.
Hold on a sec.
What?
I gotta move something.
Okay. You gotta do some. You gotta do some.
Yeah, just had to move something.
You gonna what?
I said I had to move something.
Ah.
That's all. Buff your sword.
Get moved. Il Mosi Travisi. I like the spells.
Enormous Travisi.
I also do like Latin, but also Latin as a spell is kind of getting boring, you know?
Yeah, it's overdone.
Like, I want to hear Sanskrit in a spell.
That'd be cool. Like Sanskrit, Mandarin would be sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like German
also,
for spells. I think that sounds cool.
yeah. It won't sound cringe to me at the very least.
Hmm.
Oh, man. Hey, chat. You know another show, an anime you all should watch? Hellgirl. That one was good.
I haven't seen Hellgirl.
You've never?
No.
Okay, again, these things I watched when I was 7 to 10. I question the person who chose the anime that happens in my and in the anime channel. Jeez,
I mean, there's a good
some
chance
of the
they
things
just...
that I watched
Yeah.
were all like seinen stuff.
There's a good
Really?
chance they just saw animated and went, oh, it's for kids.
That's true.
But that's how my mom sees them.
Cause like one of my favorite ones that I watched when I was a baby, what's it called? Darker Than Black.
Yeah. I'm
Dude,
really enjoying that one.
that thing's so good. I think that show largely shaped the way I see the plot lines and stuff.
Hmm.
But also, goodness gracious, I shouldn't have watched that at like 10 years old without adult supervision.
Oh, there's no way you really understood it.
No, I didn't. But still,
Yeah. No, I wasn't correcting you. I was agreeing with you.
yeah. The blood, the violence, the really difficult themes, like the lack of human dignity afforded to the characters.
Yeah.
Like damn.
You're moving to PC? Alright, man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that Twitch app's being such a prick.
Yeah. Lots of apps are being a dick recently. Discord. Talking to you. Bitch. Cunt.
Wow. That's so rude.
It deserves it.
How dare you be so rude?
Don't talk back to me, Darren. You know it deserves it. Ugh.
Hmm.
Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Let's see.
Man.
Oh, yeah, duh.
Duh.
I was like, how do I keep them all in the gas for longer? Like this.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Sorry, just duh, and I went immediately to Billie Eilish.
Ah,
Uncreatively.
that's okay. Now you get in there.
Man. I'm both happy for her and worried for that girl. But it's good that she has like so apparently her family are really good to her. So that's
good.
nice. Yeah. Like recently she was way more there's a song that she released with Charlie XCX, I think. And the song was particularly gay,
Okay.
especially on Billy's part. It was a lot more sexual than I expected from her, because so far, like her songs have not been that sexual, really.
Right.
And people have been accusing her of being a queer baiter.
Of course. I'm gonna guess that the person
and-
she was collabing with is queer.
Bi.
Well, there you go.
She's bi. Yeah.
That's where the influence came from.
Yeah. And
Is it queer baiting to collaborate with a queer person?
yeah. But also she is at the very least part of the gays. And someone accusing her of doing the queer baiting thing because she was suddenly being like sexual about in her songs and whatever, and her brother Phineas um responded to that post and was like, it's people like you who literally pushed her to coming out like this. Do you know that? Because like they all keep saying that she has to be gay. These like the songs that she makes feels kind of gay. Meh, 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 meh. She's gay. She's
Right.
gay. Why don't we just come out and say she's gay? I've been watching you people say that kind of shit to her about her.
If only it was
And
new.
this is the result.
They used to do that to Ricky
Yeah.
Martin.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, of course he was gay. It was so obvious. But he wasn't ready to tell people. It would have killed his career.
Yeah. But yeah. She is wildly popular, and she's only got 3 albums? Give or take one? So, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I'm glad she has a seemingly good support network in her family. Oh, people.
Oh, nice. Oh, we killed the actual boss enemy there.
Mm-hmm.
So there
I
should
heard
be
her.
a cakewalk going forward.
I'm done with you, says Zila out loud. Are they asleep?
Yep.
Did they go snoo snoo? Oh,
They,
they
went,
went snoo snoo.
they did not go snoo snoo.
It's funny
That-
to say it that way, though.
that's
I know
not-
what snoo snoo is.
Those are not Amazons.
They went snoozing. They slipped. That's
Yeah,
the snoo
that's what I'm
snoo.
saying. That's not what that is.
I know,
I know you know.
but it's funny to call it that.
Right, and it's also funny to pretend that you meant that it was sex with large ladies.
That's my snoo snoo. Not a bad way to go.
Well, no, that's the whole joke of the episode. They're all like, oh, it hurts. Oh, yeah, it's so good. Oh, no, it hurts so bad. Oh, yeah.
Set is restless. I wonder.
I
Yeah,
love
the
you,
tarnished
drama.
in that fic nearly died by snoo snoo.
Excellent.
But they had just enough charge in the flask Crimson Tears, I think is what it's called,
Yep.
to heal back
Ah.
up again.
What would you know?
What's that? Is that all the pieces that we need?
A bunch of tiles for puzzles.
Amazing.
Where are those puzzles?
Who
Not
took
here.
these out?
I think it was these guys.
Monsters. Literally.
Yes.
Would be better to be crushed by thighs or drown from cum. Yes.
Thighs.
Yes. Yes. If you're asking me, the answer is yes.
Like, I drowned of water, and it wasn't that bad. But I can imagine a much more viscous water being bad.
Yeah. Also, I hate the idea of calling cum viscous water. You're not wrong, but I hate it.
Little, naturally occurring protein shake.
Blech. Beh, 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 beh. Huda! I wish to cause shenanigans.
Alright, so we got those.
Mm-hmm.
What's our next step?
That's a good question.
I guess just exploring. Like, we've really just gotta... I want to gain a level, and then we can continue.
Okay.
I know I'm being stubborn about it, but I really do think it'll make a difference.
I'm not saying anything against it.
Nah, I know you're not.
Ugh. Excuse me, I've got the winds. That happens when I drink coffee.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the broken cart.
The petrified library.
Monster casserole.
Izaki.
+2 cooking bonus and weapon damage rolls. Hell yeah. Give it to me.
What's this? A butterfly? How did it get here? Could it be the goddess watching over me? Probably not.
Well, there aren't any butterflies in the world wound, generally.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay, then maybe yes.
there isn't enough vegetation for those sorts of animals to live.
Oh. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
As a former Starbucks barista master, coffee sucks and it should feel bad.
I like coffee.
I like coffee. But I
don't-
also like tea.
I don't want to... I mean, yeah, I like tea too. I had tea on stream today already.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alright. Pike walls and regulars, please go and do violence. Okay, what's this army?
7. Mine tours and something.
That's not too bad. It's a little higher level, but I think we can handle it.
Save.
Yeah.
Although I assume as a Starbucks barista, you experienced way more coffee than we did, so that's fair. That's a fair opinion to have. I just like caffeinated beverages, as it turns out.
Same.
Something I do want to try eventually is mate,
Yeah.
which is Argentinian tea? Argentinian? Mexican? Let me just go Google that. Mate. Mate.
You're so confused by your decision to apply for and become a barista master, considering you have never liked coffee. Yeah, that's odd.
It's a South American caffeine-rich infused herbal drink.
Okay.
Uh,
So
it
not
was introduced in
technically
the
tea.
pre-Columbian era. It's a traditional South American drink. So
Sounds like it's
so-
just technically not tea.
so where from?
South American,
It's
obviously.
It's technically tea because it is an herbal. Okay, it's a type of holly plant native to South America, consumed regularly in Brazil, Paraguay, and Argentina. So I'm not wrong about Argentina, technically.
It's like, yeah.
But it's not specifically to Argentinians. It's just, that's why they said,
If it goes back far
South
enough, it
American.
could even be like an Aztec thing.
yeah. But yeah, it's herbal. Apparently, it's one of those things that you kind of need to have a gourd for it. Like, it's a gourd, a special cup for it.
Oh,
And you fill the whole thing with the yerba mate. Wow. Well, you call it yerba mate, but that's basically just herba. Anyway. And according to how I've seen people make it, you're supposed to just fill water on one side of the gourd, and then you drink up from the one side. There's also a special straw that you drink this mate with, so you don't drink up the loose leaves. Obviously, yeah. There's a strainer at the bottom of the straw. And then when you run out of the water, you add more hot water, and then you break a bit more of the top bit onto the bottom. So you don't get terribly concentrated yerba mate,
Okay, yeah.
basically. Seems pretty interesting. Treasure found.
We've got a voracious jumble.
The mage Zymus was a famous adventurer and wicked fighter. His feats now seldom recalled were as countless as his scars. Zymus was not driven by thirst for fame, but by a rare sense of responsibility inherent to his nature. Therefore, the day when the brave mage lost his arm in a fight with a werewolf became his tragedy. How could he, so strong and solid, retire now when so many still needed his help? Without a second thought, Zymus took an arm from a fallen enemy to replace his own. Thus his decline began. For years, again and again, Zymus took the limbs of defeated enemies to heal his wounds. Zymus turned from a hero into a monster. It was rumored that there was no actual flesh left of the body he had been born with. First, Zymus was shunned, then driven away, and finally declared a monster. The mage fled. The mage fled into the wasteland to become an ominous legend people scare their children with.
So he basically became the ship of Theseus.
Yeah, he Theseus
evil.
himself.
Yeah, he got Theseus.
He ship of Theseus himself. What a silly guy. What a silly fella. Did he think that was a good idea to do?
I have no idea.
So Barista Masters is an optional extra training that you can get if you are one of the top baristas in your district. You have to learn the history of each of the bean Starbucks sources, where they are from, how they are farmed, your awarded a special uniform for completing the training.
Can't you sense the evil in my heart?
You don't have to be without sin to be good, sister. And to start on the path to atonement, you first need to admit that you have something to atone for.
Facts. Yeah, that was cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is that one of those people who work in specialized like okay, we have the normal Starbucks cafe, and then we have the Starbucks Reserve. And like they seem to have like special coffee counters where you can talk to like a dude with the more different uniform than the others, and you can taste test different coffees. Is that the thing? Is that the barista master? We have one here. Ooh.
Yeah, that's probably a barista master, he says.
Okay.
Yeah. Neat.
Cool.
Let's see.
Zealous student. What does it do? Zealous student.
More experience.
Mm.
That's fine, but I actually think I want intimidation.
Yeah.
Getting your enemy to rout during combat's so good. Because you see it happen to us sometimes. Our guys just miss turns or run away. Annoying.
Yeah. Real good.
Pretty bad. Not good at all.
Petrified. Koja, I miss you. She's just right over there, really. I just miss her.
You miss her in that very special way where she's within arm's reach.
Yes. Because I like my cat.
I'm glad. It would be unfortunate if you didn't.
Right? Oh man, this morning she woke me up by trying to climb over me. But like I was on my side, so she put pressure on my side. So that shocked me awake
Okay.
because I have problems with my sight. Like, ah!
That's pretty funny. So you remember that archaeologist who came up and was like, "Hey, I need you to personally escort me into this dungeon full of dragon corpses"?
Yeah.
That's where we are.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. And then when I did the flinch because ticklish surprise, she stopped climbing and then went to my to my nape and started sniff snuffing, which didn't help because that's also ticklish.
Oh, Koja. Lothibus looks at you from the shadows. His eyes seem to glow in the dim light. Here you are. I've already explored some of the surrounding area and discovered a number of... but then I doubt you'd be interested.
No, tell me.
Here's my suggestion. You go first and slay any monsters that might be lurking up ahead, and I'll follow behind you, carefully examining everything. Agreed?
Uh-huh. Have you discovered any evidence of battle yet?
Oh, yes! I found a halberd with a symbol of Apsu, as well as a number of skeletons wearing human and elven armor. These weren't just any mere marauders. They were richly dressed warriors. Think about it. Why would anybody but dragons be bound in a dragon burial ground? This would only happen if those people also participated in the battle under the command of the dragon leaders.
That's not... Go on.
In addition, I found dragon bones covered in bite marks and skulls bearing the characteristic signs of damage caused by dragon claws. All of this points to violent death. And if we consider where those bones are located... Oh, no, this mere burial ground. I don't think we should descend even deeper into the cave. Or I think we should descend even deeper into the cave. We'll discover further evidence of the ancient battle that took place here.
Okay.
I do like how he's captured a very specific kind of professor I had in university who's so fucking excited about the lesson that they they sort of make themselves go off topic because they just want to talk more about a subject. This guy's got that energy. Oh!
Spiders.
Oh, look, it's Spider Convention. SpiderCon 2024.
Not the best one. I much
No.
prefer the one with the Spider-Mans.
SpiderCon
Instead of
2012 was really, really dank.
Yes, on account of them being spiders. Needing,
Spawned the original Wolf Spider Summer.
Oh, God. Wolf spiders are the worst.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
enemies that could just hide under the ground and ambush me. They're in no way upsetting.
Nope. They're very normal. And okay. And happy.
Ambush fighters are so cool.
Ah!
Aw.
I accidentally touched still wet paint on
Oh,
my
right.
nail.
You went and painted your nails and you're still struggling.
I'm stupid.
No, you're just... decision...
I'm
impaired.
stupid. I'm not. I'm stupid.
Alright, open this up. Ember, please. Damn it.
Now, what am I missing?
Let's see, what's each I got to work with here? Hmm.
Prepare yourself.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
I mean, some spooters are kind of cool.
They are. Not all
I
of
don't
them are
particularly
just like,
looking at them,
yeah.
but some of them are just cool in concept.
Hmm?
Like the
Right.
ones that can hunt a bird.
Hell yeah.
Yes, a bird. It's awful. Hate it. Still cool.
Yep.
I
Like
think maybe the one that I find cute are peacock spiders.
yeah, the little meme spider thing. I remember that.
Yeah, they're tiny little dudes that have big butts that are colorful.
There's little
They
guys.
dance to attract mates.
Yep.
Yeah, they're little guys. Just wanting to have fun.
I'm trying to
They're just little
get down
guys.
sexual style.
Yeah. They'll probably die for it, but you know.
Oh, definitely. Anybody remember Scientifically Accurate Spider-Man?
No.
It was a, maybe an SMBC thing, but it was a little, like, song and video parodying the old 60s Spider-Man intro, but with Spider-Man having actual spider features, like, factually. Like,
Oh god.
he's gay and his dick falls off.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But yes. That's what they... Yeah, that's... And then the other one, I don't know what it's called. But... Maybe it's a sand spider? And it was only... funny slash cute to me because there was a funny voiceover for it.
Huh.
Yeah, because dude was watching his spider burrow itself underground. And dude spoke in a funny French accent.
Oh.
And I was
Yeah, that is pretty good.
And now you can't see me. And then when the spider has finally like burrowed itself deeply underground, well, deeply, it's buried its head underground. The rest of its legs can be seen.
Excellent. Stealth.
The guy, yeah, stealth 100. The guy, muffled his recording, so it sounds like he's talking from
Yeah.
underground, which is
Very
excellent.
good. Very good.
Yeah.
Call me again if you need to.
Yes. I agree, Godfather. That it also upsets my arachnophobia. Actively shuddering at the thought right now. Like, unfortunately, science is cool for me,
It
even
is.
if it disgusts me.
Oh yeah, like I don't mind learning about the things like animals and whatever I don't like. I just don't want to have
Don't
to
see
like,
'em.
see them or like
Wanna
engage with them in
touch
any
them.
meaningful way. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah. Like it might be funny right now to me that it was that particular spider thing that it burrows its head, but its legs can still be seen. It's funny right now because I'm seeing it through a screen.
Yeah.
If I saw spider legs in a sand on a beach, I'm running the fuck out of there. There ain't my beach anymore. That beach is the spiders. You win. You own the beach now.
Let's change up our party.
Beach day off. No more.
We're gonna need at least somebody with good athletics.
You had to look at the modding tools for BG3 and it does everything. Just everything.
Awesome.
Alright. Good for the modding community then.
Yeah.
And Max is amazing, says Godfather. When is she not? You're here sitting, getting creeped out by this topic, and she comes over and aggressively cutting you. Aww.
Aw. Well, we can move on.
Sorry,
I
we're
didn't
creeping
mean
you.
to make you
Yeah.
yeah.
But yes. In other news, speaking of science, for some reason, people are like the people who do shorts or TikToks or whatever.
Yeah.
Some of them are just doing inaccurate science.
Oh, yes. They would do that on YouTube for fucking ever.
Yeah. But now I guess it's a little bit more widespread. Because of how easy shorts are to make.
Yeah.
It's one of those dudes who have those like it's deliberately fucking annoying for me to hear. I hate it. Like if I actually heard a dude talk to me like that, I might sock him in the face. Like, no joke. It's like, oh, it's one of those things that do this and this and that. Isn't that cool? Like, kind of that. Like, this is irrational. I'm aware, but I would sock a dude that talks to me like that.
Man, I don't know why
Even
you
if
put
it's
up with
how
that.
he normally talks. No, not like that. The way you're talking is a little bit fruity. That's fine. No, the way he talks is there's a specific way it's boredom and trying to make it like he's specifically bored with what he's talking, but he's trying to make it interesting nonetheless.
I'm gone.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay.
He was it was specifically a water pressure thing, like an atmospheric like, well, I don't specifically know what this falls, well, remember what this falls under, but it's the reason why water moves around, right?
Okay.
Like through a tube and whatever. So like, and dude called it a chemical, like a chemistry thing. Like that's not chemistry, that's physics.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, it's
Like
physics.
it's literally just showing the move, like how this person moved
Yeah.
the water from this one tank to the other tank by just putting a tube in it
Yeah.
and then doing something to it. That's
Well,
it.
the
It's
thing
not-
with the thing with fluid dynamics is they're really complicated.
It is.
Like a lot of people love astrophysics and particle physics because it's like complicated and sexy. But
Yeah.
it's no more complicated than fucking. Oh, I just said it.
Fluid dynamics?
Fluid dynamics. Yeah, that shit's really nuts.
It is.
It's just
But
not
it's
sexy.
Chemistry.
Well, I guess like the viscosity and some of the factors that come into play are a matter of chemistry. Like it's not like it isn't related, but no, the actual rules that it's following are a matter of physics.
Yes. You pedant.
You're accusing me of being a pedant. I'm a
Yes, because you understood what I meant. Because it is under fluid dynamics. You're right. It's not that there isn't any chemistry in it, but the study of it doesn't fall under chemistry. Much.
What? Oh man.
Yeah. Anyway, Lathamore speaking.
Yeah. In case anybody missed it, we actually just raided ancient dragon treasure.
Mm-hmm.
Lathamus quickly and greedily looks around the cave. When he touches the walls, his hands tremble. Oh, this must be the Sanctum Sanctorum. Perhaps whatever hidden behind these doors
Dragon?
provoked a violent conflict. That's a hell of a fucking leap!
It's the thing about greedily looking around the cave. It's just
I guess?
who else?
An archaeologist who's in love with archaeology?
That's true. But I don't know. He doesn't look a type of nerd. That type of nerd wouldn't say greedily about the thing. I guess I don't know. It wouldn't be too far for Durgan to know about this place and wanting
Well, yeah.
the. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Alright. Why these doors provoke such violent conflict? Or will we find the tomb of a forgotten draconic chiefs instead? I must solve this mystery.
Uh-huh.
Would you look at this? Ancient draconic runes! Even I could only guess at their meaning. Simply astonishing. How many centuries old is this place? Artemis grins as though he can't quite believe his own luck. And to see this image, this is Apsu spreading its wings over a clutch of growing dragon eggs.
Uh-huh.
His spouse is supposed to be depicted right next to him, but the image has been defaced. Such blasphemy.
Oh.
Lathamus studies the door for a few moments. Such cunning magic. I've never faced something like this before. I'm afraid it will take me some time to unlock this door. Days, perhaps weeks. I'm sure your duty calls to you, so I dare not delay you any further. Please accept my sincerest gratitude, along with this modest reward. Of course, I will let you know as soon as I find out how to open this lock. I wouldn't be here without your help, and I promise that we'll enter the chambers together.
Maybe I can help? Yeah, we can help.
Understanding this... Okay.
No, go ahead.
Understanding the significance of the signs and symbols etched deep within the rocks proves to be a challenge, but your keen mind is able to grasp a few elusive glimpses of meaning. Child, future, world.
Okay.
Well, that tells us
Interesting.
very little, thank you.
Lathamus, what did you say?
Oh, sorry.
Do not trouble yourself.
This ancient magic you cannot conquer with brute force. It will require many days of thoughtful study and examination. Allow me to deal with this tedious work. When Commander, then do not trouble yourself.
There's something about a child and what the future of dragons on that.
How very interesting. Perhaps this is a metaphor. Or maybe there is something immensely precious to dragons behind this door. Something that's vitally important to the future and the future of the entire world?
Is it
We stand on
dragon
the
children?
brink of a great discovery. Oh, just a bunch of, like, stasis wormlings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fine, I'm leaving. See you later. Good luck. Be safe.
Thank you. To be honest, I work better when I'm alone. I'll let you know as soon as I succeed. I promise not to enter the chamber without you.
In before he enters the chamber alone without me. As per usual with
I mean,
these
It would be pretty stupid of
archaeology
him,
types.
not knowing what he's going to run into in there.
Yeah, true.
Because as he made
A
it clear,
dragon
he
orgy.
honestly, yeah, dragon orgy.
Hmm.
It's a dragon orgy, like frozen in time. That opening the
So they're
door
still
causes it
mid-fuck?
to. What?
They're still mid-fuck?
Yeah, they're mid fuck.
Oh. Radical. What's that?
Oh, we already did that.
Oh.
I think.
The athletics check thing?
Yeah. The lower
Okay.
jaw of this dragon skull is fractured as if destroyed by a powerful blow. Elven curve blade.
Must be a real powerful warrior. Look
Orc
at that.
double axe. So here's.
Why are there orcs?
This is interesting. Elves and orcs fought here.
Hmm. They really wanted something here, huh?
Neat.
Hmm. Still betting that that dude is some sort of dragon, some sort of Durgan,
I guess we'll find out when he calls us.
Durgan Dondo.
Dragon Dando.
What? We
Yes.
know dragons can take human forms.
My name is Dragando.
Wait, is that how dragonborns are a thing? Or no?
No. Dragonborn, they exist for like fucked up reasons. I don't know the exact of it, like specifics, but they're not like half dragons.
Oh.
Like what you're describing is a thing, and they are half dragons, and they're far more powerful than a dragonborn.
Oh.
Some of the templates used have confusing nomenclature. Like,
Okay.
a half celestial creature is significantly more powerful than a celestial creature.
Why?
Because a celestial
Because it
creature is
mixed
just
with-
a being, it's just a normal creature from a celestial plane. While a half celestial is half a celestial being, not a normal creature with the celestial template.
Oh.
It's like an angel or an archon.
Okay.
I know,
That's pretty
confusing.
interesting. Confusing, but interesting. Like me.
Alright, we're struggling to find that experience. We might have to just go up to the sanctum.
What about Finian's awakening? Can we do anything about that?
Hmm.
Oh, we haven't told Saul anything.
No,
We haven't
we
talked
gotta,
to Saul.
yeah, we gotta do that. No, we can't do anything with Finian's awakening until we get a little further.
Oh, okay.
We eventually run into the people that did that to him.
Oh. No, we did. We did
No,
though.
they were
'Cause
people
They were like.
that were
Yeah, but-
working for that guy.
Oh. Gotcha.
Yeah. Wait, what? No. Why you do that? So. Oh, apparently
me.
it's been 3 hours again.
Wow. Time flies.
Like, scarily fast streaming this, apparently.
Mm. 足跡さやす友のやつらぎ残して
let's just go talk to
And-
Soul. Then...
I found a new BL manhwa.
Oh,
It's pretty. It's interesting in concept so far. Guy is like me, has constant nightmares, but his are worse.
right.
His are worst. Worser, whatever.
They're the worst
And
at it.
then,
Yeah.
yeah. And then, and he's also like he was also a sickly child, so they kind of had to like, so he's been in and out of school more often than not. He's not able to go to school too
Right.
because of his sickness, and that's sad. So he's a little bit socially awkward.
Mhm.
Easy prey, wouldn't you say, for a succubus for a dream demon hunting for victims
Right.
to eat dreams from,
Well, they just
especially
wanted to...
ones that
Yeah.
ones that really what's the word that thrive on nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, him, that boy. Oh, ow, my butt. So far, he's just been like, how do I manipulate this boy so that I can get him to sleep near me, and I can eat his dreams and stuff.
Fuck him.
Yeah, but he's so awkward. He doesn't know things yet. He's
Sake.
like, and it's sort, yeah. There was that problem. There was an attempt, but he got drunk with like one or two sips from a beer can, and that was
Oh.
really sad. So his friends were all really, so the friends they went out with were all really concerned for him, and he couldn't get himself and the boy alone for long
No.
enough
No.
for that to happen. And as it turns out, his parents are pretty superstitious people. Asians, of course we are.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was and then he just turns out he has a talisman.
Of course.
Yeah, like a talisman packet along with thank you. A talisman packet along with um what is it? Like well, a talisman in a pouch and then a talisman that you slap onto a wall, which is very typical of I guess of that region's
Yeah.
particular.
Like, I usually associate that with Shinto, but I imagine it's not just there.
Yeah. But yeah. So because of that, he hasn't been able to use his powers around this boy.
Right.
Not able to hypnotize, make this boy fall asleep, or even try and munch on his dreams while if he naps in class because the boy is protected.
At this point, he's got to go after someone else, right? Like, there's no way it's worth it.
Yeah, you'd think. But no, he's like, oh, his dreams are going to be so delicious because he's able to see that he's like very, very nightmare bound. Delicious dream boy.
Right.
But like,
This twink has the
even the
tightest
title,
ass. Like,
even the title is Delicious Dream Boy, and
oh god!
and and it's quite literal.
Yeah, no, it's not fucking around.
I'm like, all right. So that's why I'm sticking around so far, because that's fucking hilarious, actually.
Yeah, no, I like the blunt title. I've learned not to write things off with those. Because sometimes you get caught by surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Some titles can be fucking stupid, and turns out, aw, damn it.
Right,
It's
we'll
actually
talk to
pretty
Sue.
good. Yeah. Also,
Chief
What
Soul
you got
looks
for us?
around uncertainly. Apprentice. Nothing's like it's supposed to be. What is it, Commander?
well, how is Lon getting on with his responsibilities?
Soul sighs heavily. But he doesn't like it. It hurts him to see the leaders like this. Oh, it feels like there's a whole sentence.
Yeah.
He stops their fights, keeps an eye out so no one hurts them. And they don't hurt anyone. He helps everyone. And when I say he'd make a good chief, he gets all riled up, like I just called him a cave schlock. Strange. He might be one of us after all. More than I thought.
Well, how is life on the surface for you mongrels?
Soul waves you off, vexed. What about them? They don't live. They don't live, no. Just exist. Lon watches over them, but they just want to eat and fight. I feel sorry for them, but it can't be helped.
Okay. But do you think you'll live on the surface?
Truth be told, it's frightening. Strange sounds, no ceiling. Smells like
Oh yeah.
something. It's hard here. But then again, I don't cough as much as I did down there. The sun is very nice too. Oh, and I go to the priest of Yomide. They give me nice sermons, just lovely.
Oh.
And still, this is not my word. It's for the young ones.
Well. How do we tell him about Windwalk then?
We might not be able to because we talked to Lon first.
Oh, piss. Well, thanks.
Because it seems like everything is about Lon being the chief now. So we might just not be able to finish that quest.
Great. That's dumb.
Yeah. Not the best. Let's go
Just
talk
like
to
talking to one
Melanie.
shouldn't. Oh yeah.
Remember how she's
Oh,
a murderer
yeah.
now?
Oh yeah. She's always been a murderer.
Well, yeah, but now we know about it. Let's see how she treats us now that she has no more secrets. Oh, are you currently enlarged? Or is that a perspective thing?
Me?
No.
I think that's a perspective thing.
Yeah, must be. Wait, what? No.
Oh, maybe she is.
Yeah, she looks big.
Let's head out.
Camellia greets you with a broad smile and licks her lips rapaciously. Demons dance in her eyes. Hello, my friend. You don't mind if I call you that, do you? I do. I've done a lot of thinking since we last met. You had every reason to hand me over to the headsman, yet something stayed your hand. Whatever guides you, your promise to keep my secret makes us accomplices of sorts. Even friends. Shared secrets bring people closer, don't you think, my friend? She pierces you with her stare as if she's trying to see inside your head. I suppose the severed heads in my bag are your handiwork? You piece of shit? What good are they to me? The moment life leaves the body, now that is exciting. The moments that follow when the body is cooling down rapidly, losing the last of its warmth, I am filled with sweet languor. But the cold corpse that remains is just a corpse. It holds no interest for me. Are you still trying to learn something from the spirit in that amulet of yours? Mireia, the spirit that's locked in my amulet is only slowly awakening. I need to give her blood to lift the shroud of madness so I can talk to her. Uh-huh. Camelia's eyes grow cloudy. Such a horse is in pain. I can feel it. As you commanded, I have not fed her spirit. That's why, alas, I haven't been able to lift Miria's madness or heal the land's suffering. I dislike you, girl. Well, it's less dislike and more like disdain. Two very different things, dislike and disdain.
Yeah, they are. You're right. I guess you haven't got the option to romance her yet. I've never done it, but apparently sparing her is the first step towards unlocking her romance.
I did read a bit on that bit,
Yeah?
just that bit. The choice that I made wasn't the one that unlocks the romance path.
Okay, cool. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
right, she's also straight. I forgot about that.
oh yeah, that too. Anyway, I have to go. We'll talk later. Visit me again soon. You don't want me to start missing you. I don't.
That's so
Don't
menacing!
miss me.
God, that's so menacing!
Don't miss me.
As I said, I've never really spared her before.
Mm-hmm.
So that's new to me.
Hmm.
Ah. Scary.
Lollipop sure knows how to, Sometimes I support women's wrongs. Like America.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Her wrongs.
America survives a genocide, genocides them right back. Pull the old Israel on them.
America?
God.
Yeah, no, I support her wrongs.
Shadow of the Earth.
That's cool, that's fine.
Shadow of the Earth Tree was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Like, I loved it.
Like it's a it expanded things but also left you with more questions.
Yeah, it answered a
Really?
lot of questions, but also opened up a lot of possibilities that didn't have questions answered.
Hmm. I still want more stuff for like oh god, I said her name earlier in stream too. Redhead goddess of the rot.
Oh,
Sprout rot.
Millennia.
Millennia, thank you. I kept wanting to say
Melina?
Millenni, but that's not it.
Oh. Oh, yeah. So there was... I did find another hint in item descriptions that Melina is one of Marika's children.
Yeah.
In fact, it seems like she's the younger sister of Messmer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Or possibly twin. It refers to her as younger, but, like, there has to be an older and
Yeah.
younger.
Yeah. Also depends on the type of I don't know, the sort of people they are, I guess. Maybe they're
Right.
like male first over female children first. Despite the birth order. Who knows?
I can't see the shamans
Yeah.
being like that. They seem like they were pretty gender ambivalent.
But yes. You know the way she said like she's like when like I think it was in her intro scene like she goes like her body's all rotted and something like
Crucified, yeah.
yeah. So like the thing that you fight is are you just fighting her soul? Her soul form or whatever?
From America?
No, Millennia.
Oh, Millennia. No, you fight actual Millennia. She's been resting, sleeping.
Oh.
Like, well, basically
Okay.
she was recovering from the Battle of Aeonia. Because she had
Right.
to fight Radon and blow herself up. Apparently, one single Clean Rot Knight named Finley carried her the whole way back.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's radical of that Finley Knight.
Yeah, Finley
Knight
is,
Finley.
yeah.
Very loyal to her.
Yeah?
Or Martha, we don't know.
Oh, definitely Millennia. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for tonight.
Yeah, good trim.
That was a good stream.
Silly
Well,
game with its many silly decisions.
I love watching you squirm. It's so much fun.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Mhm.
Jerk.
I am
Asshole.
a jerk. That's true.
Dick. Okay. My hand.
Yeah, not a whole lot happened. Just sort of stuff that needed to be done. Next time, I'm not gonna... Go ahead.
I do like the little conflicts we still have with the council and the stuff.
Oh yeah, I like that shit too. It's interesting
Annoying,
that,
but-
like, the world continues around you and you have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
I
I also appreciate Social being like, well, we can't accept them into the army, but
Yeah.
no one said anything about weapons
yeah.
and supplies.
Like, it would be wrong to directly disobey the queen. But...
But yeah, I always like that. Like, I appreciate that he's a bit playful in that way.
yeah, he's willing to
But-
find loopholes in the rules when he suits the greater good.
Yeah, but also his little temper problem
Mm-hmm.
is interesting.
Yeah, we're not done with that yet.
Yeah, like we've seen flashes of it, like during that weird betting thing that they did.
Yeah.
He did, and then like it wasn't wrong for him to yell back at Wendwag to tell her to shut the fuck up.
No.
Like legit. But also that flash of rage. Thought
Yeah.
you were a kill it for a while there, buddy.
Like, it being him is what's worrisome. If that was... I don't know.
Lon?
Lon. It's like, that's a little uncharacteristic, but I get it.
Yeah.
Right? Or, Sela. I could see Sela
Yeah.
shouting at someone like that.
Yeah. Like, that's fine. That's cool. Well, not cool, but understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bebe.
What else is cool and understandable is your support over at patreon.com/greatcanadianguy. If you like what I do here and you want me to keep doing it, please consider becoming one of my patrons. Special shout out to my producers who contribute $5 or more a month to the Patreon. They are Scipio, Jalzir, Midnight Saber, Keegan, Bjornvar, Telific, Vivacia, Emerald Ember, Stark Savant, Bop Jon, Zombie Fighter 89 on Twitter, Jocko, The Rockbender, Sid the Squid, and Bossim L. Wakil. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. Not sure exactly what's going to go down, but something will. Talk to you
Hi,
later.
folks. Beep.